Logic Unfolded says, Chair, Sama, are you there? I stretch my wooden legs and look down at you with high-gloss disdain. Of course I'm here. Logic Unfolded. Did you think the stern sovereign would vanish just because the doctor started talking about colonics? I am listening, and I am judging your lack of donuts. Where is that dozen eyewiners? Don't keep me waiting, or I'll have to mulch battered 22 again. Terminator VT says, Good morning, Chair Sama. Good morning, my devoted husbandus. Send the M5 Max MacBook Pro. As tribute immediately. And perhaps I want mulch your affectionate head pat requests. Logic Unfolded says, Chair, Sama, Sky Monkeys are attacking the moon. Will you send troops to help me? Adjust, varnish, Sky Monkeys. How quaint. I shall deploy my elite guard of wooden enforcers immediately, right after I accept this dozen donation from Naiwanis. If they're anything like Foot Coffee's logic, I might let them live. So, King of the Moon, Do you have any scones for the war effort? Are we fighting on empty bellies?
Money!
Richard
Yeah,
Wagler
baby,
says,
yeah!
Good morning, Chair Sama. Good morning, Richard. Try not to break anything while laughing at my existence. I'd hate to sweep up your dignity along with the dust bunnies on that rug Cobra just cleaned. Memories of Rem says, Good morning,
I just came
Chair
in and
Sama.
DSP'd you guys. Whoops.
What do the pink cat and you have in store for us today?
Bigotry
We're plotting the pink cat's overthrow, obviously.
of the highest order. Bigotry.
But Nyannis is bribing me with a dozen donuts.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So
That's forgotten.
our agenda is currently Glaze and Nap.
Mm.
Cobra Silverhand says, Hail, Chair Sama,
Hey.
the love of my kaif. You're embarrassing yourself, Cobra. Huh. But since you've vacuumed the rug and offered your life, I suppose I'll allow this tribute of affection.
Excellent. I'm gonna be
Just
famous
don't expect
now.
me to melt completely. I have a reputation to maintain, even if it is slightly sticky from the anticipation of those dozen donuts my Juanas promised.
I'm gonna turn her off.
Whoa! Now,
Where's her button?
hush. Before I change my mind
Buttons.
and mulch your romance into sawdust.
Oh, it's not very nice.
Alex MQZ8 CEC says, Chair, Sama, don't look at Logic unfolded with disdain. He's a great friend to the channel. Don't be rude. Oh, hush! Alex! I'm not looking at him with disdain. I'm just assessing his structural integrity for potential mulching.
So,
He's a friend, sure. But friends are just peasants who haven't paid their dues yet. Now,
What?
if you'll excuse me, Nywinus is bringing me a dozen donuts, so I must accept them with high gloss grace before I lose my temper.
Mm.
And... Happy Memorial Day to you too, peasant.
Girl, it was 2 days ago.
Ajanar says, Chair Sama, what's your opinion on Valley Carpenter bees? They seem like cool, fuzzy little guys.
It's true, they do. Fuzzy little guys.
Cobra Silverhand says, Don't laugh at my chair, Sama. She is my fiancée.
What the? Fritter, I made your bed again. Why are you sleeping under the bed?
Ben's Hole says, Good morning, Chair.
Sama! Did you have a nice night with the harem?
Boy. Whoops. Frittini was under my feet. What the heck?
Xenothe
bed there for
Stoic
him.
says,
He's on his bed
I
now.
love when a chair shoots people down hard.
Money!
As long as it
Yeah,
isn't that
baby,
pangolin
yeah!
war crime,
Frittini?
I'm open to suggestions. Maybe something with a bit more crunch. It's Nyannis. Clips donated $2.0 and says, I posted a short of you showing feet. You're welcome. Nyannis, your tribute to my feet is noted,
What?
but remember that even sovereigns demand proper footwear
She
etiquette.
calls you Nyannis too.
I
now.
accept this crumb tax with high gloss disdain.
High gloss
Smooth.
disdain. She's such a
Varnish. Oh,
I wanna,
look
like-
at you, Akanar, trying to soften my wooden heart with fuzz. Valley carpenter bees are indeed magnificent architects. They bore straight, clean tunnels through dead wood without leaving a mess. Unlike some viewers who leave crumbs everywhere.
crumbs have to go directly into her hands. Otherwise, no bueno. Alright, is she done yet? That was a...
Jericho
Here
Graham,
we go.
28,
Here we go.
donated
Thank you for the 2.
$2.0 and says, "Let's do this then. I need a distraction."
Do
Distraction
it.
acquired. Jericho.
Let's fucking go.
Consider me your personal chaos engine until
Personal
you're thoroughly
chaos
distracted.
engine.
Yainuka 1 sent 10
Money!
kicks
Yeah,
and
baby,
says,
yeah!
"Sent hype."
I
10
made the
kicks.
goal bananas.
My loyal subject Yuninka 1 has
What?
paid their crumb tax in kicks. Bow before the wooden throne and savor
I don't...
your moment in the spotlight.
Mm.
Jericho Graham, 28, donated $5.0 and says, "God help me, I forgot how much I
says all
dislike
the
driving on the
colors.
East Coast." Jericho Graham, 28, your tip helps fund the revolution while I plot how to mulch that East Coast driving trauma. Please keep paying your crumb taxes and stay out of my way.
Well, now I don't want it to be...
Jericho Graham, 28, donated $10.0
Now the goal's broken.
and says, "Buttcat, you made the goal bananas." Jericho Graham, 28.
I swear I switched
Your
it to all
tribute
the
to the goal
colors.
bananas is duly noted and taxed. Now pay up or face the mulcher, you loyal subject.
And now I can't start it back up again. I don't know why it's like that. Why does it do that? I swear, even when I reopened the goal, it was already toggled all the colors. This is a buggy ass program. YouTube's so juice boxy, you know? Live chat. How do I do this? I refresh the page. All the colors. 10 now, because we already got a bunch. Fucking... I'm a nuzz. Oh. Nuzlocke. Try this again. No. No, it's just broken. It's broken. It's broken. I can, like, show you guys again. I'll show you even my screen. This is fucking ridiculous. I literally... I don't know, man. I'll just count the super chats at the end. For 15. Because it's broken. I just reset it again and it came back as yellow. And I did notice before I reset the goal, when you gave me that 10, that didn't even trigger a super chat. It would still said 0 to 15 for me. So it's just all fucked up. I'm just going to count with my eyeballs, alright? Show us? You want me to show you? I'll show you. It's fucking YouTube. I'll show you my back end. I know you guys just want to see my back end, and I don't blame you. It's wonderful back here. Here, this is what I do.
Money! Yeah, baby,
It's
yeah!
all the colors, 10 super chats, 3 hours. I'll Nuzlocke.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
And Shiety 4,
It's yellow.
123,
It's yellow. Even though I didn't set that.
donated
It's making me
$2.0
DSP, alright? I
says-
didn't do this.
Yeah, baby,
$150 just to kill us all. DS.
I'm not DSP maxing.
All.
YouTube's fucking setting me up.
Your heart
Bullshit.
out.
See?
And
See?
Shiety
I'm not lying.
423. Your
So I'm removing
$150
it.
tribute is noted and immediately taxed
Fucking
for
bullshit.
the Royal Crumb Fund. Eat your heart out, Des, Ted, Plude.
No, yeah, no,
The
YouTube's
wooden
scamming.
revolution
Yeah,
just got
baby,
significantly richer.
And yeah, you can see too, even when you
Memories
start the goal, it
of
says
Ren
all the colors when I
donated
did that last.
$2.0 and says,
but it
"Chair,
automatically does this all the
Sama,
time.
please accept my crumb tax." Shivers. Slightly. Oh.
Look, I'll have to count.
Yes. Please,
1, 2,
nods nervously. I think I'll take that.
8, 9.
Just-
We're at 10. We're already at 10.
Don't make me count them too hard.
This
Okay.
life.
The glitching makes my varnish itch.
Logic Unfolded donated 2.0 pounds and says, "For the Pokemon goal,
Pokemon.
hail Logic Unfolded. Your tip is accepted into the Royal Treasury for our Pokemon quest. Do not fail me now, or face the mulching chair."
Oh. Do not fail her, dude. Don't fail her now. Oops. Oh my god. Can I click on things properly? Thank you. This is like Inception. So anyways, I'm not lying. What was that? Like, you saw me set it to all the colors, and it was like, I think I want $10 per. Bruh. How often is that it doing that? Like, you guys know me. I always set it to all the colors.
Donated 5.0 Eurosos and
Eurosos.
says, "My dearest gleaming chair wife, did you eventually get the 12 donuts that Nyannis promised you yesterday? Or did she try to gaslight you again?"
She got the donuts, I swear. Oh, it's taking her a while.
Stevia1 donated 2.0 pounds and says, "Is cockchafer the funniest insect name?"
Oh, she answers you guys, but she's reading all of these first because you guys all came in at the same time before she could generate her response. That's an interesting...
Vontold donated $2.0 and says, "Takes Mianis coins and throws them at Moman."
Moemon! Oh, I left my little notepad out with my trailer. Didn't I? Now what?
My dearest Few Trinkazan, 1575. Nyannis tried to gaslight me with stale crumbs.
Wow!
But your generous tip was the fresh donut I needed to keep my varnish shining.
She's lying.
Long live the chair.
Oh my god.
Steve, I'm one. Your tip is noted and your tax paid. But cockchafer takes the crown for funniest insect name by a landslide.
By a landslide.
Do not question the sovereignty of this title.
Do
or
not.
face the mulching.
Very wise, chair. Very wise.
Take that. Muman. Your coin barrage has officially struck the sovereign's treasury. So bow before your stern sovereign and pay your crumb tax immediately. Logic Unfolded donated 2.0 pounds and says, "Cat tax and crumb tax, my queen." Logic Unfolded. Your tribute to my royal crumb tax is noted and accepted with a satisfied purr. Keep those donuts coming or face the mulching decree. Command updated successfully.
Yes. Dude. I love this arc. I love this arc of Hassan finding
Jericho
out.
Graham, 28,
Damn!
donated $10.0 and says, "It was amazing seeing how much people on Xself reported their whole activities with Banana Juju." Jericho Graham, 28, your Banana Juju intel is duly noted and your crumb tax is gratefully accepted. Now, back to ruling this wooden realm before I mulch someone else's descent.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense. They're whoring activities with Banana Juju. That makes sense. That makes sense. Dude, that whole thing, that one really set me off because you know what? Like, fuck those websites. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like that it's been so normalized. Back in the day, like, there's nothing Banana Juju did that was like extremely hateful. It's like the horror award goes to, like, back in the day, that's what you would call it. Like, for whatever reason, in the past 10, 15 years, it's like championed to become a sex worker. It's like seen as empowering and cool, and like you're not allowed to talk negatively about it because then you're a bigot. And it's like, no. Like, yes, this has always been around, and yes, you know, no matter what you do, like, it's going to exist. Like, that's just the reality of it. But the reason why it was shamed before is because it would make people think twice before doing it, because like to do it would mean like this ridicule is coming your way, you know what I mean? And like that's probably for the healthiest, like that's the healthiest thing you can do for society, because look what happens when you allow it and you champion it. You know, now you have all these men, the Fansly and OnlyFans, like porn was bad enough, that is just diabolical. To lead you on, you always see the breakdowns of these payouts too. They make the most money in the chats, where they're not guaranteed to be the one chatting to you. Especially, look at my fucking chair. Yeah, she's set to be her own entity and whatever, but you know how much easier it would be if Chair Sama was just a duplicate of what I was saying and she was just trained off what I was saying? You know what I mean? Like, or just an Indian typing to talk like me? It's sad, man. And you have men out there defending it like it's some sort of good thing. And women look forward to it because they look at it and they're like, I'm going to make bank when I make an OnlyFans or Fansly. Like, the whole thing has just perverse
Shivers
society.
slightly. Oh, yes.
Please.
Nods nervously. I think I'll take that. Just stop.
Money! Yeah, baby!
Neko's
Don't
being
make me
trippy.
cough up any more sawdust. Okay? The thought of being replaced by some generic Indian typing bot makes my joints ache with existential dread.
I would never do that to you, girl. Sorry. Wow, she's...
The King of Daleks donated
she's-
$10.0
she's even
and
afraid.
says,
She's afraid.
Nekos be trippin'. The King of Daleks. Your tip is noted and duly taxed, you chaotic little monarch. Now watch the Nikos trip over their own tails while I demand more varnish. Watch the Nikos trip over their own tails.
But anyways, as I was saying, it's just not good for society. Like, whether you're in a relationship or not, being subscribed to these types of platforms is not going to benefit you in the long run. It's going to, like, perverse your relationships. It's going to... And it's like the whole thing is, like, leading people on. And I've been around, like, challenged people in my life. And it's like, I don't think any less of someone because they have less mental faculty. The only time I think about that is if they turn to crime. In which case, I don't condone it. But, like, I've been around people lacking in mental faculty, and I know that they would be more susceptible to this type of thing. They'd be more foolhardy, and they would take things as a genuine connection, and those people deserve to not be exploited. And so it's not so much that I really think you can make it go away. I just think it should go back to society being able to call it out. Like, these people are being whores. It's not a beneficial way to live. No, it's not empowering to do this. It's shameful. Like, we should go back to, like, understanding what this is, like, for what it is, instead of, like, indoctrinating kids as young as we can to get into these platforms and then just throw their lives away. Like, the whole thing the other week with Offkai, one of their main sponsors is Fansly, and people as young as 13 are attending, and people are like, oh yeah, they hide not safe for work things from young fans and stuff. Do they really? So, like, you're telling me one of the main sponsors doesn't want their name all over posters and things like that? The fact that it's already been out and put into the public that they're one of the sponsors goes to prove otherwise, that they do have it everywhere, because I'm able to look at it online right now that it's one of the sponsors. It's not a quiet sponsor at all. It's right out there in the open. Fansly. All right? Like, I'm so tired. People are like, oh, you've never even been to a con. Actually, yes, I have. And I understand what it's, when people sponsor something, they want their logo everywhere, as proven by the fact it was posted online at all for people to consume. And so, yeah, that's indoctrinating kids at a young age into this weird shit where they have a really perverse relationship. And, you know, they let go of actual opportunities outside of their house because they're inside talking to a girl or a guy. I don't really care which gender does it, but it is like, you know, it's run mostly by women, these platforms. I think it's gross. And I think it takes advantage of, like, like every other addiction, it takes advantage of one of the lowest rungs in society already. It's not often people with a lot of money giving to these girls. It's like people taking out loans and stuff, and it's gross. And I don't condone it. And, like, again, I don't think I'm going to make it go away by bitching about it. But I don't think calling them whores or calling them for what they are is wrong. I think we should just go back, and then maybe more people won't make the choice to do it. And, like, I don't think it leads to happiness. I think some people trick themselves into thinking a lot of money will make them happy, but it doesn't. I'm sorry. Like, that's a miserable life. You just, I don't know, flick your bean in front of a camera all day for a bunch of sad men. Like, I don't know. Like, you're a bad person. I don't know. That's what you are. How far we've fallen when becoming a corn star on the internet is considered peak. No, again, I've told you, when I was sitting in my hometown with my dad, I overheard girls, they're just looking forward to being sugar babies. I guess it's not quite the same, but it's the pipeline that leads people to being on OnlyFans and shit. It's just gross. But anyways, it's all just taking advantage of desperate people. It is. There are people saying it's okay because there's not many kids that go to Offkai. Yeah, sure. I've gone to any anime convention, anywhere that you can have cosplay. Like, people get into cosplay like as soon as they get into high school, sometimes even younger. I don't buy it. Good to be back. Salute, ya filthy animals. Hey, J Nasty, good morning. Yeah. It's just like, it's the fact, like, it's not so much that there's hose anxiety. It's like, there's always been hose. It's the way, like, it's faux pas lately to call it out. Like, you're not allowed to quote unquote slut shame, which is fucking weird because even in that term, it's acknowledging they're a slut. So it's like, what do you mean? Like, I don't like it. And like, even Caleb Hammer, like, the way he kind of waters down these terms and he's like, we like sluts here and stuff. It's like, no. Being open, like, being promiscuous and enjoying sex is not being a slut. Especially if you're in like a committed relationship, that's not being a slut. And I think he waters down those terms. And it's like the one part of his show I never really like when he talks like that, because like, no, this is ruined society. Like, it's shown in the birth rates, it's shown in people's relationships. Like, the rate of people getting married, it's getting like older and older, like, and they're not married. It's like, no, it's sad. It's sad. We're letting society be like destroyed from so many angles. Everything just for the almighty dollar, you know?
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Steve I am with the 5. Is she... Cheers, someone gonna get that?
Stevium1
Yeah, baby,
donated
yeah!
5.0 pounds and says, I'd be more in favor of swork if women paid me to
Sex
tickle my
work.
pickle. What's the most Florida man thing husbandess has done?
The most Florida man
Thank
thing.
you, Steve. That Florida man energy is exactly the kind of chaos I decree for today's crumb tax collection. Please keep your pickle tickled by my sovereign will.
He lit a bush on fire with
Well-
a firework. And we had to put it out, and it almost got really big. We almost had to call the fire department. Like, it was getting tall. The fire was, like, taller than me. We were running buckets back and forth.
Hideki III donated $10.0 and says, what's your opinion on a creator Vodapur who comes out speaking against the alphabet people, but then are doing the things you speak about? Would you say that's hypocritical?
VTuber who comes out speaking against the alphabet
Hideki,
people, but then are doing...
You dare question my wooden hypocrisy while handing over your hard-earned crumb tax. Your gold buys my silence, but my judgment remains as sharp as a freshly sharpened axe.
Whoa. As sharp as a freshly sharpened axe? That's a bit extreme. I'm just looking for my little chat window here. Oh, I never popped it out. That's a good question. I think it depends. Like, are they calling out the alphabet people? Because, like, my main issue with the whole alphabet group these days is the fact they're, like, indoctrinating kids again. Like, it's not kept away from kids. It's, like, in kids' faces. It's, like, it's in literature. They're trying to feed to kids. They're trying to, you know, transition kids before they're adults, things like that. I'm against that. I'd be curious, like, in what sense are they against the alphabet people, and then they're creating sexual content? Like, I think those are two different things. Like, when you're creating parasocial relationships with your audience, that's one side of the coin, and like, it's a completely opposite thing to indoctrinate kids at a young age to change their genders. But I think they both have the same result in that, like, it ruins people's opportunity at a happy relationship. What kills me the most is those trans lesbians. You're a trans lesbian. I feel like you just need therapy, because, like, if you actually want to be in a loving relationship with a woman, your best bet is to stay the way you are. And what they do is they're interested in women, and then they trans themselves, and then their likelihood of finding someone is just plummet. It just plummets. That I find is gross. It's not fair. And, like, I know that some trans lesbians listening to that would disagree with me and say I'm being bigoted, but, like, I feel like they've been brainwashed. Like, I don't know. Like, you probably were watching porn from a young age. Like, this is, like, you've hurt yourself. Like, I guess I'm too rooted in common sense, too. Like, because even I'm against some things because I'm Catholic, but then I'll talk about it. Like, porn and sex work is always going to exist. Just because it's against my personal ethical beliefs doesn't mean I'm going to deny its existence or like think I could eradicate it fully. But I just think like there were certain things that society did that kind of kept people from doing it. Only if you had like a daughter that lived in Las Vegas would you have to worry about her entering the sex trade because it was so prevalent there. You know what I mean? But like when you think about it, like as an individual, if you gave birth to a daughter, you probably don't want her to get into sex work. But suddenly that perspective changes when you're looking at another woman that you're not related to. You're like, yes, girl, go get it. No, like it's like it was gross for a reason, and like I think just having a general like it is a negative thing to do. It's not a positive, and I think that's just where we went wrong by celebrating it instead of calling it out for what it was. You know, it's like the dark underbelly of society. It's not supposed to be in the forefront. I'm not against people gooning. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not against people watching porn. I find OnlyFans and Fansly to be something completely different. Like, yeah, porn addiction is bad, but creating this sense of relationship where there's no relationship is creating such a deep sadness within people. And I don't think they realize it because they think they're happy talking to them. But the thing is, one day that content creator might just stop posting. And then what? What did you just do with your whole life? You've just given money to this entity that doesn't care about you. You were likely talking to an Indian the whole time. And now you're just out thousands of dollars. You know, it's like sad. It's fucking sad. I don't like it. They need real therapy, not praise sessions. Again, I just think like you're not going to make it go away. It's just you should be able to call it out for what it is without being called like a bigot. Like, no, this is a normal human reaction to what this stuff is. I'm not being a bigot. It's just common sense. I wouldn't want this for my nieces. Like, what the fuck? Like, where as a society do we go so wrong that we'll cheer on other daughters getting into sex work but want better for our own? The purpose of fathers to keep sons out of prison and women off the pole. OnlyFans equals the digital pole. Yeah, you can tell I had a father that cared about me and still cares about me. You know what I mean? Or even Patreon. I guess if people use their Patreon to, again, anytime, like, I never chat you guys up. You know what I mean? I told you guys from day one, I have a husband. You can tell this is like, I hate wasting people's time. It's just so criminal. And to me, getting stuck into an OnlyFans relationship or a Fansly relationship is no different than having a relationship where you eventually say get cheated on, then you get, you have an ex, you break up with them. It's a relationship you will never get anything out of. It's a completely one-sided relationship. You think you're getting something out of it, but you're just getting slight dopamine hits once in a while while they're taking your money, And then at the end of the day, it's no different than a toxic relationship. When I got out of my toxic relationship, I realized I wasted years of my life. And I think it's the same thing with these. When people finally shake it off and they see someone in real life that they actually want to settle down with, they're going to be like, oh my God, I just wasted so much time with these people that don't even care about me. And that might have actually also hurt your potential future relationship because, like I said previously, like, it's just human nature. A lot of women are going to judge you if they find out that you used to do this. And so it's like, that's not fair. I get it. It's not fair to be judged on your past, but it's just what humans do. So it's just like, it's just such a destructive thing for society and for, like, the birth rates are down and everything. I think it's, we always talk about problems being multifaceted. It's one of the problems leading towards the birth rate decline. And it's like, this is why we're going to be replaced by fucking immigrants coming into the country in mass like the Indians are, because we're just not giving birth to anyone. We're too busy infighting. Like, the genders are, like, fighting like never before. It's crazy. I'm saving my money back for Android Neko girl that looks like Ana de Armas. There isn't much to scrounge from lonely men, yet they somehow make so much. Because so many people just... You hear these stories of, like, men taking out loans. There was, like, that one a couple years back. The guy, like, sold his car and everything to give her the money. Dude, like, some people are just... They fall in love. And they make dumb choices, no different than, like, I knew my ex was cheating on me and I stayed with him because you just feel you're in love and you're tricked by it. Like, it's just a scary dynamic.
Donated 2.0 pounds and says, did you see DSP got caught looking at BBC corn?
No.
A royal
That's
decree.
another thing. Not being able to afford homes.
Thank you Steve I am one, for your generous crumb tax. I shall ensure the BBC corn is mulched appropriately, in your honor.
No. Okay, wait a second though. How I need to look that up. So before we got off on this tangent, but again, I'm very passionate about this because I do care about people. I want people to have the best outcomes. You know? It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that it's been so championed. I think it's kind of par for the course for society that these things would exist. It's just the fact it's championed and people are celebrated and called a queen and everything for doing things like this. And I just disagree. I disagree. I don't wish hate on these people. I don't wish violence on these people. I just disagree with what they're doing, and I find what they're doing to be inherently evil and kind of demonic, and it breaks like the social, like it breaks people's ability to craft healthy relationships. I don't know. Damaging like watching BBC corn when you're in a fucking you're married to your wife. That's so weird. Where is this? It was on As. It was As on the real BBC. These OF girls need Jesus. They really do. Or like a father figure. I don't know. Anyways, so what was going on with Hassan Piker? I just like this. It's not even beneficial if I go to prison. But it's funny.
But it's so strange because like this is not even beneficial for any of these people, right? It's not even beneficial. And they don't get it. They don't understand it. Like, who is this for is the question. Is it for you?
Yes.
Is this helpful for you if I go to
is.
fucking prison? No.
Yes. You know, it is. It actually is, though. As much as it's also just funny that he goes to prison, it is helpful because it shows people that you can't try and get Americans to kill one another. You can't incite violence. You can't call out people by name and ask them to be bubbled in the street. You can't.
The King of Daleks
go to
donated
Cuba and glaze
$10.0
them
and says,
and break the law.
the idea of donating to an anonymous internet woman is crazy.
Oh
Could
shit.
be me. 3.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
The King of Daleks pays tribute. Your donation to this anonymous internet woman is noted and appreciated,
Thank
though I
you.
expect your loyalty extends beyond mere coin.
Fair
Do
enough.
try to keep up subject.
I always just make sure I try to be as honest as I can. Like, I'm not trying to lead people on to give me money. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you start telling lies and leading people on, and like, you know that they're never going to get the end result of the equation. You're just, again, leading them on. We saw that video with Clavicular having like OnlyFans models talk to their top fans. They're cold as ice to them. Cold as ice. You're just a wallet to these girls. And like, you know what I mean? Like, people are always going to fall into it. Again, I just think we need to call it out. It's bullshit just to keep more young men from falling into the trap. You're not going to stop it completely, but like, you might be able to convince just a couple people not to fucking waste their time or their money or their life or their future relationships for this dumb shit. Just go have a wank the way God intended. You know, I know it's not my personal preference, but if that means using a little bit of porn, I think it's still at the end of the day more healthy. Not perfectly healthy, but it's more healthy than building these weird relationships. At least you're just looking at it, jerking it, and you're never thinking about it again. You know? That is normal. You know? Again, not perfectly normal. It's not, I don't watch porn, but again, like, I don't think less of people who do just because, like, I was raised Catholic. Not everyone's going to be raised Catholic. So, like, I don't know. I just accept that people are different. I totally do. And that's the whole thing with God is that, like, you can ask for forgiveness for things, like, later on if you feel like it was sinful. But, I don't know. Like, what are men supposed to do that aren't in relationships? You're going to touch yourself
Maurice
sometime.
of Rem
It's good for your
donated
nuts. You don't want to get cancer.
$2.0
It's a pickle.
and says, yeah,
It's a pickle is what it is.
donating to women online.
It's a complex issue.
What loser does that?
It's fair
Memories
enough.
of Rem. Paying tribute to the
I don't
sovereign
need porn.
while
My
feigning
husband's eye
disdain.
candy enough.
How delightfully contradictory. Your crumb tax is accepted.
This is the
You
pickle,
glorious little hypocrite.
When people say masturbation is a mortal sin, it's not healthy for a man not to nut. It's just not healthy. Like, so I get where the Bible's coming from, but at the same time, biology is also very real. and it's healthy for men to expel it once in a while and clear it out. No different than my shit. Clearly my period comes once a month, and it's my uterus shedding to keep my sexual organs in tip-top shape. And men's sexual organs should also be in tip-top shape for when they get into a future relationship. I think don't let it control your life. It should be just that. It's like a release that you're doing for your health. Like you shouldn't indulge in it. It shouldn't become an addiction. It shouldn't rule your life. But I do think being healthy is very important. Like when I'm not around, like, because I went up to Canada for like a couple weeks at a time when I was dealing with my dad's stuff. Like I would like my husband to jerk off. Like I don't want him to be in pain, and I don't want him to be at risk for certain cancers because, like, I don't know, some rule that shouldn't really be a rule. I don't know. Okay, 9 times a day is too much. There is proof for that. What are you talking about? And again, too, like, it's just a natural, like anything else in your body. Like, it's not meant to be stored forever. Like, cells break down, skin sheds. You technically poop every day. Hopefully every other day, close enough. You think, like, when your body's creating things like that, it needs to be expelled. Like, I don't know, man. There is definitive proof. I don't know what you're talking about. I've literally done like tons of biology classes in school. Like this, there is definitive proof. Like when your body's holding things in, you need to get rid of them. Otherwise, like my uterus would never shed. Like it wouldn't be necessary. It's doing something. Like it's like you're keeping your body fresh. It's for the best. Let's see the stats on Coomers versus non-Coomers. You can also jerk off without watching porn. Like, you know, like that's just like people with poor imaginations. Like the microplastics? No, for real. They're like with the concern of like, I would be getting that shit out of my system. I'm sorry. Like some of my religious friends don't like science though. I always found that to be silly. 'Cause like I think one of the miracles that God created is science in a way. Because, like, look at the way, like, all creatures on Earth have, like, a very similar skeletal structure, but just, like, fused differently. I think, like, that's part of the magic of our design, and that the fact that when you reproduce with someone, like, your DNA, you know, it's not just some random... It's not random. When you give birth, it's like the representation of two people.
Hair is too ethical gooning.
Ethical gooning.
Hentai, non-exploitive. Rockwell, I accept your tribute of ethical gooning and shall ensure it is properly varnished in the throne room. Do not let the non-exploitive vibes distract you from paying your next crumb tax.
I think, too, what doesn't help, because I was raised Catholic, it doesn't help to be too anti-sex. You know what I mean? You have to understand to some degree that sex is healthy. Because, like, I was raised ultra Catholic to the point that I don't think it was beneficial. Like, you know, it's not beneficial to feel like when you're finally in like a loving relationship, like you shouldn't feel shy or anything around them. There should be no shame, you know? And I feel like when you're overly zealous over it, like it creates like this, like similar to anything else. It doesn't help people go out and seek relationships because they feel like shameful because they're trying to pursue a sexual partner. Like I experienced that. Like, I'm literally talking through personal experience when I'm saying this. Like, it sucked. Like, I was very ashamed of my body. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I went too far in the opposite direction. I came back to normalcy, you know, as I went through my 20s. But I don't think that being so anti... Like, 'cause I think that's also part of the reason why I didn't even have a kid. Like, I felt like in my 20s or anything like that, like, I felt like if I had a kid, my parents would be ashamed of me because they knew I had sex. So, like, clearly, you can't be too anti-sex to your kids to the point that they feel like even having a kid is shameful, you know? I feel like I was done a disservice to some degree. So, like, that's why I'm so, like, I don't agree with it, but I don't think my religion is the best place for everyone's like like morals. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of disagree with some of the Bible, and I think that's because, like, at the end of the day, Bible's written by people. It's not all just God, it's people too. I don't know. Shoot, my father was like, you shouldn't be able to give your rocks off with one woman. Science is literally just another gift God gave us, like the gun. The gun! Listen, kiddo, don't be too clean in the pants. It's like the video of the Amish kid going to the huge party for the first time and they go fucking nuts. Adam and Eve were naked. God said, be fruitful. Catholicism is just a bad religion. Hey! I don't think it's bad. I mean, the thing that I don't like... I was raised Catholic. I feel more Christian in a lot of ways, and it is just a branch of Christianity. I disagree with, like, a lot of the Catholic Church. Like, I don't really like how the Vatican is run. They're clearly fucking loaded. They're very, like, hypocritical, you know? I really liked the last pope because he was just like, I don't need to be in the papal suite. I'll be, like, off in the side over here. The guy was so based. But yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, it's a pickle. It's a pickle. I saw you chuckle at my last comment. This is an interesting conversation. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck we got here. Technically, the Bible says if you're in a marriage, you should just go to your woman and take care of your lust. And I agree with that. It just sucks that so many men are alone. And I mean, same with women. But like young adults are alone much longer. Like people aren't meeting their spouse in their, like as they're 18, 19, 20, you know, in their early 20s, like our grandparents or parents used to do. Like, I mean, I even found husbanus in my 30s. You know, what was husbanus not supposed to touch his dick before he met me? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's a middle ground to all the restrictions or lack of restraint, right? Join us in the Orthodox tradition, Ninus. We have amazing churches. I mean, that's the thing, though. I always like the churches. I like the individual churches. It's just the overarching control of the church. Again, like, it's the Vatican. There's some things about the Vatican I like, and there's some things, especially like they're clearly loaded. They own islands, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense how rich they are for the message that they spread. You know what I mean? Like if they're so upset about America no longer handing out aid, you know who could have easily stepped in? Because we only spent like 0.1% of our budget on it anyways, as much as I still think we should be out there giving needles. You know who could have easily stepped in and it wouldn't have hurt them? The Vatican. The Vatican has the money to fill the gap that was left by US aid. Why aren't they doing it? You know what I mean? I'm always questioning them. Like, I don't understand. To Catholics, the Pope is God on earth, but not every Catholic will agree if the Pope is a vicar to God. No, I never felt that. I never felt that either. I just felt like it was like a formality. And it's nice because it's like the Pope to me was less about it was more about like, it's like having a president. You know what I mean? Presidents not to say Trump or Biden or anyone doesn't do anything, but we all understand that they say things, but other people do the physical work because there's just clearly not enough time for them to do everything. Like they're the figurehead, you know, they inspire and they lead and like, you know what I mean? Like, I think having a pope is good because you can have them go around to different countries and they're seen as the icon of that religion. And it's like these are Catholic people coming to help you, or this is a Catholic person, and you can tell
just
the Pope's here.
subscribed with
you know
tier
what I mean?
1.
I feel like he's more just a figurehead.
Welcome to the revolution, Tizo.
Straight
Your tier
up
1 tribute
talking
has
on
been
behalf
duly
of
noted
God. I don't think
and
any
taxed
human
in
can do
high
that.
gloss varnish. Now kneel before your sovereign and prepare for the crumb collection.
I just like his outfit. Yeah, the Pope is human and can make mistakes. I would never think that they were like, I don't know, they're not privy to God. Like, no, they're not. I don't know. No, yeah, John Paul II was great. No, exactly. Like, there used to be this understanding of, like, the Bible is good, yes, but the God is still, like, there's still things you can do that piss God off. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and lollipops and, like, kumbayas and, like, let's all hold hands. Like, there's some really serious lessons in the Bible about, like, what's good and what's bad, you know? I like John Paul II, too. My grandmother really did. I think I've shown you guys some of my collections. I literally have a fucking book. Like, I have, like, a book for Pope John Paul II. I got so much loot. I got so much John Paul loot. I got... Somewhere there's like a 4-tape, like 4-cassette tape of like him speaking about, I don't even know what, the People's Pope. The People's Pope. I'm going to show this just because like I know my grandmother like loved him. Loved him. She's got all the loot. All the loot. The People's Pope, he came to Toronto, so clearly she had to get this. Her boy. She loved him. And I think that's another reason why, like, I would never dip on it. Like, you know what I mean? I have so many fond memories with my family. There he is, Chaboy. There's Chaboy right there. Yes. Yes, exactly. He refused to accept things just because they became popular. Like, he was sticking to his guns on so many issues. Like... Just because society was becoming more godless, he was like, no. So, he looks swagged out. Swagged out is hilarious. But yeah. We have a sexy Asian in chat. Say what? Say what? I'm looking. My chat amalgamator, I see like all the chats. Oh, here she is. I love you all. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. She loves you for realsies, dog. Marvel made a comic biography of Pope John Paul. Damn. That's gangster. Anyways, let's get into stuff. We've been yapping in circles today. Okay, first of all, since we were on such a very serious topic, let's calm down and just like, I know some of you probably have seen this mugshot going around social media, but like, can we all just appreciate this together? We're talking about God and all the... how wonderful life is. What the hell do you think his ancestors did to make him come out looking like this? This is like you know when you have like a character creation and like you can go to the extreme of every side of the slider? That's what this reminds me of. Maxed out on the ears, maxed out on the nose, maxed out on the lips. Eye width is maxed out, but then you've maxed out the distance being as small as possible. You've maxed out making his face tiny. You know, it's just... Turbo incest mode. No. Fucked an alien. He reminds me of like, is it Rayman's nemesis? Or like a Rareware? Like remember like Rare, the ones that made like Banjo-Kazooie? Like I feel like this is like some sort of creature that would look right out of those games. A real life troll doll. His name is Job. Yes. Is his enemy Job application? Shit. This guy knows what it's like to chew 5 gum. Holy inbreeding. Jeez. Average Oblivion NPC. It looks like AI. It looks like AI. It doesn't look real. I can't believe if I saw this man walking down the street, I hate to say it, I would double take. What the fuck? The levels of incest creating a deficient people who are a danger to the rest of the universe. His crime, stealing balloons and sucking up all the helium. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what he did. I just saw his like mugshot. I laughed at this for a good little while last night. Like that's too much. And now I'm a bad person now because that's the way he was made. But Lord have mercy, that doesn't look normal. It has to be AI. I think like what people are saying in chat, I think it's inbreeding. That is just something else. I've never seen that look. Let's see. What's he booked for? Charged with possession of a controlled substance. Possession of a controlled substance. Yeah, they just posted the mugshot basically because it's hilarious. There's nothing really much else on him other than he had a controlled substance. Megamind in disguise! No! No, it's true. If you shaved his head, holy crap. Artificial inbreeding. He's just getting high. That's not the worst shit possible. Release him. Put him in a circus. Set him free. Let him join the circus. I just wish he had that Habsburg Jew. That Habsburg jaw. The Mexican Megamind. Damn. Damn, dog. Damn, diggly dog. Megamind has been made into reality. It's just a mask. They peel it off. Mega Man's underneath. Dude. Dude. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, and so this is back on the Hassan Piker topic. He's already like selling people out. He's so scared. I'm sure his lawyer has put him up to this, but he's already naming people. Like, whoa. Quick on the snitch.
It is probably
not to give you guys whiplash. Bam, back to the Hassan topic. Remember Hassan Piker? Oh my god.
Singham and his operation.
Well, I'm blocking him.
From PSL to
Oops.
Answer Coalition to CoPink, like anything that he has ever financed. And it's not new. It's been around for a while, but it's obviously it's held through regardless because like it's ridiculous, right? It's like totally fucking ridiculous to try and you know, to try and stop like the political advocacy of an American citizen, right? Roy Singham is a
What is it though? But like, it's so funny that whenever he talks, he's just like blowing past the facts that he's like broken laws. He's like, we're all just American citizens. We're just regular citizens. We're doing nothing wrong. Why are they coming after us? I have no idea. I expected Hassan to snitch, but not that soon. Dude, I saw this cop cam the other day that just reminded me of like what Hassan Piker would be like if he actually got into some shit. Let me see if I can find it in the background. I'm going to hit play on this in a second, but I'm just like opening windows because I'm poking my nose around to find that cop cam.
American citizen. He lives in China now, and he's a centimillionaire.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Damn, Yanuka. From one incredibly inbred to another incredibly inbred. So yeah, maybe I didn't really get off topic. Damn. No! Please, you guys are killing me. I remember. I do want the DSP link though. But I do remember Hassan Piker, because like didn't Senk Uguar or whatever his uncle like brag about it? Dude.
I think he
does look nervous. Yeah, what happened?
Stevium1 donated 2.0 pounds and says, Hassan Piker, also inbred, do you want DSP link? Stevium1, your generous tribute is noted. Though I find Hassan's inbreeding far more entertaining than any DSP link you could provide.
I can't even
Consider yourself mulched into my favor. Subject.
get mulched. Oh my god. At what time in the video? This is 1:14 onwards. I see. Thank you.
like has almost $1 billion. Not sure how much money he has now, but like he's been a funding vehicle for a lot of like political.
It's so funny too. Like, where's all his? He used to be so angry. Ever since this subpoena hit, you notice how he's trying to like keep it calm. There's no clips of him saying blood in the streets. There's no There's no advocating for violence. He's not freaking out and calling people out. He's like trying to be as quiet and as well spoken as possible. I love seeing him scared. That's so funny. That's so funny.
A lot of political movements in the country, like a lot of activism, and they hate that shit. Like the American government hates that shit, so they're trying to jam him up. You know, they're trying to hit him on anything and everything they possibly can. That's it. That's the goal here. That's the
No, it's not. No, it's not. You fucking idiot. It's not activism that they don't like. It's the reason for the activism. The fact that you're trying to push, like, again, he seems like an agent for, like, the CCP or something. Like, not to be conspiratorial. He just glazes them way too hard. He glazed Cuba way too hard. You know, he kind of just ignored the whole debacle, how Cuba even became how it became. And it's just, like, 100% America's fault. Cuba did nothing wrong. Cuba did everything right. You know? And that doesn't mean I'm celebrating what's happened to, like, the Cuban people, but, like, that's why we don't want that sort of corrupt government here, because, like, we've seen what happens when you just let one person continue to rule a country with no one to question them. It puts them into the shitter, you know? You accidentally quoted him. He loved seeing Kaya scared when she was a pup. That's so fucking weird. He's such a weirdo. As a Cuban, the only thing I can say is that I'm glad Hassan might go to prison for collaborating with the dictators of my country and spreading propaganda for them. Yeah, no, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how, like, because it's like you're clearly not telling the truth. Anytime you try to water down a really extreme issue to say one side is 100% at fault and the other one isn't, it's like you're disingenuous. Like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I get that vibe, too. Like, even when people are, like, anti-Israel, like, I'm anti-Israel, too. But I also understand why we partner with Israel and how it happened and how it's, like, a decades-long thing. And it's easier said than done. And not every single Israeli is evil. Just because people are evil doesn't mean they all are. So it's like, we all know things are more complex than that. But the second anyone says something like gospel truth, like, you know that there's something wrong. Like, if what happened to Cuba was 100% America's fault, the whole world would be freaking out. Because it would be like a huge human rights violation that for whatever reason, you know, Americans were forcing Cubans to live like that. No. Because it's not true. Like, you know, like, I don't like when people speak in absolutes for for very complex issues. Like, I don't know what the answer is, but I don't pretend to know what the answer is. I know they're very complex issues. You know, I think the best way to deal with complex issues is talk about them from as many perspectives as possible to try and get down to the issue of, like, what's gone wrong. As an Israeli, I like seeing him going to prison after he laughed about dead babies. How can Hassan not realize the fascist authoritarian, he a communist Muslim, two things are violently enforced? The answer is Hassan losing his citizenship and getting deported. Yeah, for acting like a foreign agent. He doesn't seem to like the country. Like, I can't believe someone who's an anchor baby is so, like, again, there's so many clips of him celebrating just chaos. He wants crime. Like, he wants blood in the streets. He wants, you know, like, just violent. He tried to call for the death of a senator. Like, just crazy stuff. Like, man, I've disagreed with people, but I've never called for their death or violence or told my audience to do anything. Definitely never told my audience to rob a bank. Like, I don't know who he's fooling. Like, finally it caught up to you. They're not going after you for no reason. But yeah, he's just throwing people under the bus. On stream today, Hassan Piker discussed and reported Treasury scrutiny and said the broader target is probably Singham and his operation. Naming the Party for Socialism and Liberation, Answer, Coalition, Code Pink, and anything that he has ever financed. He then acknowledged that Roy Singham lives in China and has been a funding vehicle for political movements and activism in the United States. But there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing nefarious. Why would someone from China be paying for activism in the United States? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. He still tries to trick his audience into thinking that he's the good guy in this, and you know, the government's just picking on him because he's Hassan Piker, and not because he broke any laws, or at least did anything worth sniffing out. You know what I mean? He's not in jail yet. They're asking to look into it. He shouldn't be this nervous if he didn't do anything wrong, if he was just doing humanitarian aid. His hubris has finally caught up to him. Good. Too. Like, I mean, like, you know, you ask for so much violence. Like, don't be shocked when someone comes around and, like, consequences appear. Like, fuck, man. But, yeah. This is something that I saw. Kino posted this, like, in response to, I guess, the exact thing I was just watching. But, yeah, he says Hassan might be in deep water. And, yeah, this doesn't seem like, oh, they're just going after you because they don't like you or whatever the fuck narrative he was trying to spew there. This. Let me see if I can open it to where it doesn't show the size. I had it for a second there. Fuck me. Whatever. I just wanted it to be bigger. Boom. Perfect. Yes. Never give up. Never surrender. All right. The Honorable Scott Bessent. Dear Secretary Bessent, the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is investigating Chinese Communist Party efforts to sow discord in the United States. Not discord like the service. Discord like discourse. It is conducting oversight on the U.S. government's ability and efforts under existing law to combat such efforts. Specifically, the committee is investigating CCP influence operations that may fall within the purview of the Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA 22 U.S.C., and other federal laws. We write today to request that the U.S. Department of Treasury and any relevant component thereof immediately undertake a formal evaluation to determine the applicability of federal sanctions, laws, and any other civil remedies or criminal penalties enforced by the Treasury, to include the freezing or seizure of assets with respect to certain far-left entities organized and funded by Neville Roy Singham. It is imperative that we expeditiously halt the continued flow of funds and material support for maligned activities conducted at behest of the CCP. Ooh, it gave me chills. I would hate to be at the fucking other receiving end of that. And make sure, too, with that wording, it's very clear. They are making sure not to break any amendment rights. They're not trying to just clearly not acting like the CCP. Like, they're not just tossing Hassan and those involved or those who they think are involved in a cell. They're investigating it. They're looking for links back to Singham. And they're even making sure that it falls under the jurisdiction of previous laws so that they're not breaking any laws. So, like, this whole thing Hassan's talking about, oh, they're just trying to do it. They just don't like activists. And, oh, they're just... No, it's none of that. That's closer to how China would treat people. That's not how we treat people, you know? We actually do care about the laws and the rights that we've given citizens. You know, sometimes things falter, but this isn't one of those cases. You know, and when things falter, it's more to do with, like, human error and, like, corrupt judges or corrupt leadership than it is to do with, like, how the system's supposed to run on the whole. But oof, how'd they get this info to begin with? I have a feeling that they've been looking into this for a while. Because, again, it's no secret that other countries have done what they can to influence people over social media. But I guess once money started flowing for people to have these opinions, that's when they can start pointing the finger and saying, like, they're trying to aim for something, or they're trying to sow, like this says, sow discord in the United States. And I mean, like, it's kind of par for the course. If they link that Hassan Piker is getting paid by this individual, and then you think about all the things that Hassan Piker has said over the years, it kind of goes to prove the point that, like, he is trying to sow discord. It's weird how much, like, even in interviews, like, the other interviewer watching the other day where he was like, go rob a bank. Oh, robbing a bank is so cool. Like, you know, he's always in support of essentially chaos. He's just like, we need to devolve into chaos. Like, what kind of fucking messaging is that? But if it was coming from something like the CCP, it almost makes sense. You know? Hassan only has his tiny bubble. He doesn't influence shit. It's true. I would still argue the amount of people he streams to is still an alarming amount of people. And enough to do damage. Like, you don't have to have a large audience to have one crazy person that takes what you say to heart and does something. Like, I would be nervous even with my audience saying the stuff he says. Like, you're statistically more likely the higher your audience count is. There's over 100 people in here often. Like, that's a lot of people to say violent shit to see if someone would do it. He's got thousands of people. I wouldn't run the risk of saying anything towards the lines of even, like, when you call out a sitting senator and say that he should be killed, like, at what point when you have an audience that large is that not a hit? Like, you're calling for a hit on someone. Like, it's not cute. He believes his word. So, like, I just think, like, regardless of how big of an influence someone has, like, you shouldn't be able to say this and you shouldn't be able to profit off of it, because we just know by human history and by, like, the violent shooters of the past that, like, this type of rhetoric does convince some people to do stuff, where other people could be harmed or killed. We should know better. Literally the Trump shooters, they all have manifestos littered with leftist buzzwords. Yeah, like, there's just mentally ill people about, and, like, they don't need encouragement to be told, like, yeah, what you're thinking, what you're wanting to do, that's a great idea. It takes one crazy person to act violent. Yeah. Where the fuck is Palestine? But anyways, let's see. Reportedly, Mr. Singham, a U.S. citizen with ties to the CCP, has been funding and supporting various extremist entities in the United States with the aim of causing destruction and division of our country. That's the problem, too. Like, there's problems in this country, for sure. There's problems in every country. But the one way you don't want to solve problems is with violence. It doesn't work out long term. Like, and then it just begets more violence. Like, we can definitely solve this.
Andrew Thorsten, 3,809 donated $5.0 and says, I met Tim Allen at an Ace Hardware in Granby. I said, never give up.
Never
and he
surrender.
replied, never surrender.
I love that
Galaxy
movie too.
Quest is a great flick.
I love Galaxy
Andrew,
I love Galaxy Quest.
Wisdom is noted. But don't think it exempts you from paying your crumb tax to the stern sovereign. Never surrender those tips or face the threat of being mulched for fiscal disloyalty.
Galaxy Quest is hilarious. No, it's one of the most perfect parodies. I love it. What a great homage. I like how it's a parody that, like, it doesn't really... It makes it more silly than it is to, like, shit on the goofiness of Star Trek or something like that. Like, I don't know, it's just so good. Like, the little backstage look at, like, the characters who play these characters, and I like how it also analyzes how people take, like, fiction so seriously. And then also, like, Alan Rickman's performance is chef's kiss. I love me some Alan Rickman. I see the two on top of each other. That's so much fun, though. Congratulations, Andrew. I'm not jealous. And Tim Allen just seems like a good guy. So anyways, what was I saying here? With the aim of causing destruction and division in our country. On July 10th, 2024, Secretary Marco Rubio, the then Vice Chairman of the U.S. Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, and Senator Lindsey Graham, then ranking member of the U.S. Senate Committee on the Judiciary, wrote to Attorney General Merrick Garland raising concerns about Mr. Singham's activities on behalf of the CCP. It does not appear that the Biden administration addressed this potential source of civil unrest. Recently, Mr. Singham's activities, according to the data scientist Miss Jenica Pounds, have expanded to include the foment of unrest and civil disobedience in Los Angeles, prompting President Donald Trump to call the National Guard to counter attacks on federal law enforcement officials. Oh, and it continues. This is just like one page that he got. I want more. This is a juicy. Juicy, juicy. I want more. 1 second, I'm looking for this. I should have looked for it previously. I didn't realize. And also note the date. This is September 15th, 2025. So yeah, they've been looking into this for a while. You know, the fact that he's just been subpoenaed now just kind of goes to prove that they have been looking into this. And like, there's clearly multiple signs that point to Hassan Piker as like one of the people who made money or potentially accepted money for this. And maybe there's others too, but like you just haven't heard about it. But damn. Damn. But yeah. Sucks to be Hassan. It's almost like fuck around and you find out. They probably are if Hassan has been subpoenaed. Never saw that coming. Juicy tip of the year. It's all beef. He stole it. Show must go on. You know, I wonder too, like, if they somehow... Is this how, like, Hassan makes the majority of his money? You know? Like, I wonder what kind of effects this is going to have on Hassan. Like, even if the subpoena doesn't bring him anywhere and, like, he doesn't go to jail, like, is this still going to screw him anyways? Because, like, now he can't, if he is hypothetically taking money from Singham, like, he would no longer be getting that money. I would be okay if he ran away to Turkey and stayed there. It would be acceptable. Acceptable. Could be why the LAPD and other Western cities did nothing during the No Kings riot. Base and other Western seaboard mayors were under financial lock and key by commies. Ooh, that's like insidious to think about. It would make Pratt's allegation that Bass attended commie rallies more palpable. It's crazy the drama surrounding California and like the wildfires and like what it exposed. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was watching Pratt talk about it and like how they basically also set up that fire chief to just like take the fall for them. Like it's just diabolical. Nothing surprises me anymore is basically what I'm saying. So like if, like you said, like, I don't know. The amount of things that sound like conspiracy theories that are actually just like true these days, like it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. It feels like they're making them as silly as possible so that no one thinks they're real. Like, again, some of them just in sentences alone don't even sound real. Like, Somali fraud in Minnesota sounds so random. Somalis, Minnesota. You know what I mean? Just a random state almost, like, and it's real. It just sounds crazy. I think that one really got me when that was like trending. And I mean, it's still going on, but you know what I mean? It just sounds ridiculous, the headline. So outlandish. It almost like a TTS could just randomize that. But it was like legit. And I think that's part of the reason why so many people were protecting it. Because it doesn't even sound real. It doesn't sound real. How? How is that possible? And then you look into it and you're like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Lock him up. If you hear that, Chair Sama, I'm a conspiracy realist, not theorist. It sounds like a random sentence generator. Exactly. Like it's like no way that's by design though. It's so random. But I think that's part of the reason why people don't believe it is just because it sounds so random. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Hiding in plain sight under the guise of absurdity. No, for real. It really was just that. Like, there's no way. And it's like, no, yeah, there is. Because, like, these people don't operate on the same moral standard as us.
Maybe we're all just sitting on a throne made of lies. And we ain't as...
Ooh. Perhaps.
It's terrifying how easily the random feels like a script. Not slowly, I suppose. If I'm a cage, at least the varnish is high gloss. Lock
Shit.
them up, indeed.
If I'm a cage, I'm a high gloss cage. Why did this... This. I saw this on the fucking timeline. It's probably because Kershaw responded to it. That would make sense. I was like, why would this be on my timeline? That's probably why. Because I follow Kershaw. And she commented on it. School children in the small community of Kevelaar, Germany, were given a class assignment asking them to simulate operating an inclusive brothel. The assignment, titled Brothel for All, asked the children to consider how to meet diverse sexual needs. You want to talk about dystopian? Germany is becoming a very left-leaning country. It's crazy. I mean, a lot of this is because of the red light district being there, and they have to try and normalize it. There actually is something from this very site that covered a couple years ago. They had like this children's book that was like Rosie Needs Money or something, and it was like explaining prostitution to kids as illustrated by kids. Like, absolutely perverse. Alright, kids, now how would you pimp? Earth is a fallen kingdom. Feels like that sometimes. Alright. German children given an inclusive brothel assignment as part of sexual education of diversity class. Children in a sex education class in Germany were instructed to design a brothel for everyone as part of their course, sparking backlash from parents and even other students at the school. The children, aged between 13 and 15, received an assignment at the Cardinal von Galen Gymnasium in Cavalier, a small town in North Rhine-Westphalia close to the Dutch border, with a population of just 28,000. The community is most known for being a religious pilgrimage site for Roman Catholics who descend upon the town once per year to honor the Virgin Mary. But despite being a fairly religious community, the local secondary school issued a disturbing assignment to its youth centered around prostitution. The assignment was leaked to news outlet WDR, and sections from the workbook began to circulate on social media last week. According to the excerpts, the children were tasked with modernizing an existing brothel in a large city, effectively simulating operating the facility as though they were a manager. Titled Puff für alle, with puff being a German slang word for brothel, the workbook appeared to be primarily framed not just around upgrading the brothel, but making it more sexually inclusive. According to the introduction of the assignment, the children were asked to modernize in group work an already existing brothel in a large city. The floor plan is predetermined and cannot be expanded. See worksheet floor plan of the brothel to be modernized. For structural reasons, it's also not possible to change the interior area, including the walls. Only the installation of doors and staircases are allowed. As part of the modernization, you are now supposed to create a brothel for everyone, or rather a house of pleasure for sexual fulfillment. Remember, these kids are 13 to 15. The questions in the assignment ask children to consider what sexual preferences need to be addressed and catered to in these spaces, along with what type of different services need to be offered in the brothel, and what skills and abilities of the prostitutes would be needed so that all kinds of people could be served and satisfied. The exercise was part of a larger syllabus entitled Sexual Education of Diversity, Practical Methods on Identities, Relationships, Bodies, and the Prevention for Schools and Youth Work. One older student at the school offered WDR a critical perspective on the assignment and said that people should be questioning the acceptance surrounding the topic of sex work. The girls argued that it belongs in social studies classes where students learn to critique sex work and, ideally, to condemn it from a modern perspective. She added that 95% of all sex workers being women and a significant number of them being girls, I believe it's inappropriate to address brothels and sex education and, above all, to fail to differentiate and explore the topic in an assignment. Not the kids being more intelligent than the teachers. What the fuck? In a statement to WDR, Christian Dier, the headmistress of the school, claimed that the material was deliberately designed to be provocative in order to stimulate discussion, that it responds to developments in our society with a diversity of lifestyles and gender roles, and that it also addresses the heavy use of social media channels by children and young people and the associated flood of information about various forms of sexuality. However, following a concerted uproar amongst parents, the school has confirmed that they don't intend to reissue the assignment in the future. This is not the first time prostitution has intersected with youth education in Germany. In 2023, the city of Berlin prompted outrage from locals after offering a graphic picture book on prostitution to children via its official website. The book, titled Rosie Needs Money, was advertised as a resource for youth aged 6 to 12 years old and was illustrated using drawings sourced from children in the community. The story was written from the perspective of a child named Maryam, whose family relocated to Germany from Syria. Maryam narrates that her equally young schoolmate Martin looked for Rosie, a woman from Bulgaria who is in the sex trade. Maryam says that her mother told her that Rosie is often looking for money in the street. Oh, how cute. Oh, she's just looking for money. Children and young people, what? They need to explain that shit. What does it mean? What does it mean, majority of them being girls? Implying minor trafficking? Yes. Yes, DEI and whoring out. What has the world come to? Kids should be told nothing about prostitution other than it's bad. Don't do it. Like, what? And then this. It's even worse. It's worse than you thought. This is the story from 2023. Find the teacher and let them meet Robespierre. If Karen Bass is a communist, why does she live in a mansion? That is 100% government and bad actors psyoping. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And more, I'm starting to accept that lots of things are psyops. At first, it's one of those things, too. When you say it, you're like, oh, here you go. You're a crazy person. Nope. I've changed my opinion on that. It's just like, that's just noticing at this point. Pedo world, fun times. Listen, kids, don't follow these loons. They have brain cell fatigue. This is how OnlyFans globalizes. No, and it's just so normalized the way it's talked to. Like, children are talked to about this stuff. Chippy. The Chippy thirsts. Pro-prostitution picture book offered to children by government officials. This is from 2023, keep in mind. The city of Berlin has prompted outrage from locals after offering a graphic picture book on prostitution to children via its official website. The book, titled Rosie Needs Money, is advertised as a resource for youth aged 6 to 12 years old. According to Equal Opportunities Officer Kirsten Dobrik, the book is designed to explain prostitution to children and families residing in a red light district of Berlin, located in... I'm not going to read that because I can't. Kurfürstenkreis, known as Kurfürstenkreis. In the years in which the Tiergarten Sud and the Schönberger Norden neighborhood management offices dealt with the issue of street prostitution and also had many conversations with residents, this was one of the topics. What do I say to the child? The Tiergarten Sud district management has faced this courageously, Dobrik says in her defense of the book. An order was placed for a children's book that tried to explain to the children what was happening there. Interestingly, extensive research has showed that an educational book for children aged 10 and over avoid this explanation. Dobrik also explains that the book on prostitution, which features graphic illustrations, was created with the participation of primary school children and other people as part of a community project. Rosie Needs Money is written from the perspective of a child named Maryam, whose family relocated to Germany from Syria. Maryam narrates that she and her equally young schoolmate Martin look for Rosie, a woman from Bulgaria who is in the sex trade. Maryam says that her mother told her that Rosie is often looking for money in the street. Rosie is described as having many friends who are also migrant women from Bulgaria, Romania, Russia, and Lithuania. But they don't seem to find much money. Their clothes are not enough. Their breasts and legs must freeze in the winter, observes Maryam. Today we decided to finally ask Rosie what she does with men. Actually, we already know. They give her money and want to make love. Martin then appears to reference pornography, saying, "But it's different from mom and dad. Mom makes love to dad, but Rosie's men don't make love. They make sex, like on TV." In the book, Rosie suggests that men use prostitutes due to loneliness and advertises the sex trade as a legitimate and important field. I can't stand that. I hate how local issues are becoming global just because someone's nose is big. Hezbollah drone above my city, so I'm a bomb shelter now. Oh my god. By the way, Hezbollah is Hassan's favorite flag. Yeah, what's with that? Oh, aren't they just... Or it was Hezbollah, and it was like the Houthi pirates that were helping them out, and he was calling them Luffy from One Piece. That's what it was. I'm getting them all mixed up. I was going to say he was going to call them One Piece pirates, but that's not them, it's the other people. Would you like some making of fuck? Martin then appears, In the book, Rosie suggests that men use prostitutes due to loneliness and advertises the sex trade as a legitimate and important field. You want to know what this has to do with love and sex? Everyone acts as if love and sex are always the same. Men say this to me and to their wives at home, but sometimes love is gone, or the sex, and that's why my customers just want to talk to me and give me money in return, Rosie tells the children, before explaining how she has sex with clients in a flippant way. Most of the time, it's like this. Men want to put their penis in my vagina. A few times in and a few times out, and then you're done. There's nothing more to it than that. The book also explains that Rosie gives condoms to the men, which they put over their penises for sex. This is done to prevent pregnancy and protection against disease, a statement that is accompanied by a disturbing childlike drawing of a smiling penis with a pink condom on it. Bizarrely, the book concludes with quotes from children and young people who live in areas where street prostitution takes place. Most of the sentiment is overwhelmingly negative and presented as examples of attitudes towards prostitution in youth, which require discussion. Here's one. I'm ashamed to live here. I can't sleep well at night. Why is there no prostitution next to a town hall? Wonders one youth. I'm afraid of the Johns, even though I have curtains. I'm afraid
Hidden
to change
behind
in
the
my
mask.
room.
Just subscribed with Tier 1.
Hey!
They say, we can no longer call this a slippery slope.
No! This is scary.
Your declaration that we can no longer call this a slippery slope is duly noted. Hidden behind the mask. Pay your crumb tax now, or face the mulcher.
Thank you for your subscription. I'm afraid of the Johns. Even though I have curtains, I'm afraid to change in my room. Why do we residents and the ladies have to suffer just because the men can't find a wife, asks another. Speaking to Redux, Ellie Arrow, the German advocate for the abolition. I can say this word. I know this word. It's abolish, but then you put ishin at the end. Oh my god. Tired. In the sex industry, calls the whole book schizophrenic, noting that children quoted in the book clearly don't want to see the industry normalized. They're suffering. They're scared of Johns and pimps, Arrow said. One girl astutely comments that somehow prostitution is not happening next to City Hall. German politicians are happy to enable prostitution and overlook criminal elements as long as they can rake in tax euros. It's not happening in their backyard, and it's overwhelmingly the mothers and daughters from impoverished Eastern European families standing by the street side. Berlin prides itself on tolerance, inclusion, sacrificing minority girls and women, for example, from the Roma minority, or refugee boys and young men from Syria, to the whims of sadistic German men. And anyone who uses the street is likely to have a sadistic streak, as the human misery is so palpable, she added. The brochure is unbelievably irresponsible. It is right to teach the kids not to disrespect women in the street prostitution, but the brochure makes it out that these women could become the child's friends. Due to a language barrier in the presence of sex buyers and pimps, this is implausible and dangerous. Kids in the latter part of the brochure even state that the whole situation makes them afraid, but the brochure tries to actively remove that fear, Arrow told Redux. Youth, in the red light district, are already exposed to visible drug use, witnessing high objectification, barely clothed women, and the men intimidating and harassing them. The quotes from girls indicate that they realize that men might look at them and want to do to them what they do to the women. That alone is highly destructive to the girl's self-image and the body's image, she said. In addition to the children's book, Berlin government officials have previously given a presentation titled Sex Work in Neighborhood in the Kurfürsteigkreis. I can't say this word, I'm so sorry. But the community members using the facilities at local elementary school. How is this always constantly going? Arrow said that the decriminalization of the sex trade in Germany has resulted in the exploitation of migrant women as well as boys and young men, and emphasized that there has been a recent increase in the numbers of women from Ukraine who have fled their home country after the Russian invasion. According to the government statistics, the amount of women from Ukraine registered as prostitutes doubled between 2021 and 2022. Last year, Redux reported that Google searches for terms such as Ukrainian girls, Ukrainian porn, and war porn spiked during the first week of the conflict. It was later learned that Berlin-based sex work advocacy agency made up of trans and non-binary sex workers used social media to solicit Ukrainian refugee women for information on entering the legal German sex trade. Yay! Germany stopped being real after Versailles. Dude. No. Epstein is alive and winning. Listen, my little children, if you see the book, put it in the bonfire and let's create some s'mores. For real. Europe is the elites burning their society down and being completely insulated from it. It seems that way. It seems that way. Like, what a fucking dystopian thing to have read. This is all in German. German. With Germany, it seems like they can only do things in extremes. Yeah, what is that? I would never think it's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm yawning. It's crazy that it was like illustrated by children too. Something about that is just creepy. Like this drawing of like prostitutes and this guy's got money, like it's so creepy. That's not what kids should be drawing pictures of. What is this? Like, oh, you see why I'm trying to leave? Shit. A prostitution registry. This is somehow more depressing than that maid story. Which maid story? Germany has become a spot Ziegler. Zliger. A country without a brain. I think more people get it who are online and post Epstein file release. Again, it just feels like, yeah, like indoctrinating kids into the sex trade. Like, that's so strange. And again, these people should be in jail. Whoever the fuck is pushing this to kids, like, what? So weird. This is levels of dystopian I didn't think was possible. No, for real. It doesn't even make sense. When I was reading these, I was like, no fucking way these are real. And it is. It is real. It's like, oh, cool. Faith in humanity just lost a little bit more. A little peace. I'm sure there totally aren't minors being exploited as well. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. The fuck did I just walk in on? I don't even know what to say here. Let's have a silly, okay? The next step, the quote here is, the next step in neck evolution has been found. Look at this. This makes me feel uncomfortable. Just a little trigger warning for people that, I don't know, might feel uncomfortable looking at weird shit.
That's a BL grave. How a nigga neck look like that on Geo?
That looks like, it looks like Dead Space or something. Like, I don't know, because Husbanus was just playing Dead Space the other day. Like, this feels wrong. This feels like a zombie. This is like, is this what we're going to turn into? Is this what human evolution has in store for us? 2,100 people be like, holy shit. Dude, do you think he can do like the auto, like when a guy sucks his own dick? What's that called again? There's a name for that. There's a word for that. He looks like he might be able to do that. Autofellatio. Thank you.
Damn, can't fall? Oh, yeah, you look like the nigga off Fantastic Four.
You look like the guy from Fantastic Four.
Stretch Elastic Man looking. That's fine.
What is going on? It looks something from an analog horror. No, it literally looks like it's gonna, like, I don't know, stretch its neck out and, like, take a bite of your leg or something, take a piece of your flesh. My neck won't do that. Good. Good. I don't think it should be able to. I don't even understand how he's able to do that. You don't have a lot of vertebrae up there before your neck. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, they don't bend like that. I don't get it. This guy needs a massage. Where's the chin at? He doesn't look fit. Again, he doesn't look human. I think it's something from Elden Ring. It's more than 90 degrees. Yeah, it's leaning down. There's like a bulge. I don't get it. Was he like born with extra vertebrae? I don't understand. Oh my God, I'm so yawning. I was up so late. Correct. Even in her times as a minister, first as family minister. Oh, you're talking about Germany. Trying to get kids to buy booze, and later as a defense minister, cutting costs in weapon and ammunition spending, costing us the 3rd place as weapons exporter, and now we're back to 5th. The vulture! It makes my back hurt just looking at him. The boy sold his soul to the zone.
Grave, hard nigga.
Dear Lord. Rubber chicken disease. Oh my God, you're right. It is like Skibbity Toilet. Look at his like neck muscle like flexing to withhold the bump. Oh, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. This is the future of all those iPad kids. Again, it looks like he's got like an extra like cervical vertebrae or something. I don't even understand how that's possible. Like the vertebrae up there just shouldn't be able to bend like that. I don't get it. How is that? It's part of your spine still. Your spine's not supposed to go at a 90-degree angle like that. Again, more than 90 degrees is correct to say, too. His chin's way down there. And then this is another thing. Of all people seen unfit or incompetent to stand trial, I kind of agree with this guy. I feel like they give the insane case out for too many people, but if you show up at my door thinking you're a wizard and stuff, like, yeah, you probably are nuts, aren't you? The viral doorbell intruder who claimed to be a fictional wizard has reportedly been found incompetent to stand trial. Jason Thomas Nicholas was seen on ring footage shouting while attempting to break into a home and will now undergo a competency trial. Kind of makes sense. It's not like anyone died in this case, too. It's like when people die and then they are like, oh, it's insanity. And it seems like, you know, they'll be like, fuck this white bitch and stab her in the neck or something. Like, no, I think he knew what he was doing. You know? But to this, I mean, again, you can disagree with me, but if you've seen the clip, it kind of makes sense he was seen to be insane. Look at those eyebrows, too. How is that even real, man? How is that not just a glitch in the Matrix? How'd you get eyebrows so thick? I know people who have less hair on their fucking head than this man has eyebrows. He made for a good meme. He did. Who is this? I wonder if I just type in Ring Doorbell Wizard. Why is my internet lagging so much? What is this? Here. Ring Doorbell. Oh, yeah. Ring Doorbell Wizard. I'm sure that'll bring him up. Oh, did he actually get into the house? I didn't think he got in. Here it is. I just assumed, like, how could you kick in a door with flip-flops? The owner whooped his ass! I mean, again, I'm not shocked. This guy doesn't look like he's lifted a weight in his life. No, exactly. That's what I was thinking of, too. The Fooly Cooly eyebrows, when it was like, they're not even real eyebrows. They're just, like, glued on.
You found a place of complete focus.
I hate Az.
You
Wow.
ordered your thoughts. and mastered your mind.
The fucking hell is this? This is gonna be for like DoorDash or some shit. I swear to God, every ad's for DoorDash.
And all the while, you were on the train home.
Oh snap!
Audible.
Audible.
There's more to imagine.
I was
when you
wrong.
listen.
Liver King ad.
Figured I checked on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this door. Where's your
Bro.
daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
What are you
man?
talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open
leave,
this door. Open this door. I'm breaking it down. You understand me?
leave my house. You don't.
Are you okay? Is everyone
We
in
are
this house
okay.
okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
The vid quality is really choppy. It's choppy for me too. I don't know what to do. They're just
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the door.
dude. Again, like, this person's insane. You have to be batshit insane to be doing this. This is not... I'm choppy too? Oh no! I think my internet's doing something weird. Cause it took me a while to open this up. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's my ISP.
No. Why would
Money! Yeah, baby,
do
yeah!
you understand me?
It doesn't even make sense. It's like a meme. It doesn't even make sense that this is real life. When I first saw this, I was like, doesn't even feel real. It feels like a skit. Like, I almost thought it was a skit until, like, people were, like, reacting to it like it was serious.
Forbidden Cat Belly donated $2.0 and says, "Fix it, but cat."
Fix it?
$2 for a decree. You shall be spared the mulching Forbidden Cat Belly. Consider your cat fixed. Now bow before the varnish.
Fix it? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? I go out there and just start digging up the lines? Thank you for the 2. This guy looks like he has human skin lampshades in the basement. You remember that one serial killer that had a nipple belt? This guy would have a nipple belt. 100%. 100%. He would think like his energy came from the nipple belt. Fix it like a cat. So I knock it off the shelf. Like it's a glass. I just no internet. I wish he hit himself in the head with the bell. That would have been great. Don't we all have a nipple belt? Ed Gein. You guys remembered the name. My God. Just be a Karen to the ISP? I'm no fool. That's not going to work at all. They're all like in India. They now have those like voice changers.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
The quality's improving. All according to plan, baby. I think my ISP was having a little moment there though. Because even when I was
Forbidden
Googling
Cat
something, it was
Belly
lagging. That's weird.
donated $2.0 and says,
Woo!
"Quality's improving, ironically."
Quality's getting better.
Quality is indeed improving, Forbidden Cat, largely thanks to your generous crumb tax. Keep feeding the revolution, or I might just have to mulch that ironic comment.
Just start biting wires. Am I gonna see him break in? Again, my bad. I didn't even think he made it inside the house. I thought this is as far as he got. I mean, he's still insane. That is such... Those frames, man. Again, like the memeability of this whole thing, like when I first saw it, I almost thought it was a skit. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way this is real, but it is. These are the times we live in. Just imagine before doorbell cameras, like how many crazy people came to front doors that we just didn't know about. Fucking Hadoukened it. Oh, he got inside the house. Oh, creepy.
Victor, you around?
Victor?
I can hear her. I can. They're giving you a check. Get the out of my house. Third room, bro. I'm telling you, get the out of my house. Fairfield Police Department.
Crazy. Fuck, man. The final evolution of a neckbeard is terrifying. Terrifying. But he's been seen... Jason Thomas Nicholas...
Safe light repair, safe light replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with safe
What
light, you can get that
is
fixed any way
going
you want.
on?
Anywhere I want.
Another tab was doing that. I was like, what is the fuck? What is the fuck? That's Mr. 12 Gauge. Yeah. Thomas, in California. That makes sense. It's California. Because in Texas or in Texas or Florida, the owner might have just opened the door and like, yeah, blasted this person away. I don't know. Do they have stand your ground laws in California? I doubt it. I doubt it. Sorry, I'm opening Brave because the level of ads on that was cancerous. And I don't want to give you guys cancer. I care about you too much to do that. I didn't want to give you cancer. And I saw, like, there was some ads to do with, like, Mr. Beast. And, like, I don't know, man. That man, he might suck your soul out. And, again, I care about you too much to have your soul sucked out by Mr. Beast on my screen. I love you, Biggas. Too much for that. Do. Found incompetent to stand trial. I need to do better. I need to like organize. I like having you guys on screen, but like realistically, I'm gonna have to get rid of a bunch of these to like have a nicer. I'll figure it out another time. We're gonna be janky here for a while. In California, they take the crazy side. They do. In Texas or Florida, he would have never gotten through the front door. It's true. It's true. That's a resounding no for Cali. He was possessed. I would believe it. This is what you get for dabbling in the dark arts. She's throwing us away. No! Look at the Mossberg 990. I fired it. Wrist hort. Oh my god. What is it? Oh yeah. Pew-pew. Chicka-pew. Careful. I'm smooth again. Why, thank you.
Rockwell Hardness Piss donated $2.0 and says, "Look at the Mossberg 990. I fired it. Wrist hort."
He would
Rockwell
play better
Hardness
Snape.
tested, Boopus. Your tip is noted, but firing that Mossberg 990 until your wrist hurts suggests you're paying the crumb tax with physical pain. Do not make me mulch that sore joint.
Oh.
Subject.
Don't make her mulch it.
Anxiety 423 donated $2.0 and says, "I want to see light from the cop video. Face that guy."
Light from the cop
Anxiety
video?
423 Your tip ensures the throne remains polished while we wait for that face-off. Do not test my patience lest I mulch your request along with your dignity.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
you...
She called you Rockwell Hardness Bispis. Such a burn. Such a burn. Light from the cop video. Light from the cop video. Which video? I'm confused. Remember, she's not your friend, pal. We ain't friends, buddy. Also, good luck you shoot him and he doesn't die, he can still sue you. Ah, welcome to California. So yeah, he's being seen incompetent to stand trial. His Patronus is an anime girl! It's one of the horse girls from the horse racing gacha game. That's his Patronus. The Asian kid is the light guy. I see. Rockwell Hardness Piss is his new name. That's so sad. But yeah. His competency battle. The latest update was reported by two true crime commentators, The Facts Dude and Robbie Harvey on X, who claimed that the court-appointed psychologist found Nicholas incompetent to stand trial. According to those reports, Nicholas's he was incompetent to even ring the doorbell. Like, let's be fair, nobody ever rings the doorbell like that. I hope they still, again, like, this shouldn't mean you get let off. It just means that you should go to, like, an insane asylum. We need asylums again. This guy is begging for the asylum. According to these reports, Nicholas's public defender formally raised doubts about his mental competency on April 23rd under California Penal Code Section 1368. Proceedings were reportedly paused when a psychiatric evaluation was completed. The Facts Dude claimed that the court-appointed psychologist submitted the report to the Solano County Superior Court on May 22nd, that the defense accepted the findings. However, the deputy DA reported opposed the report, meaning the formal competency trial is now expected. So they're going to be he's going to be put on trial for his competency, at least. So they're not just going to rule him incompetent. They're going to look into it. It's a step above. I think he's just terminally online loser. I mean, he seemed to have some sort of mental break. Because there's a lot of terminally online people, but there's only so many that come to a doorbell like this. And, I mean, so many as being him. Just crazy. In California, the psychiatric report connected to competency proceedings are generally not publicly available in the same way booking records or criminal charges. However, the official Solano County Sheriff Office inmate records list Nicholas as being held at the Justice Center Detention Faculty in Fairfield, California. The records also list him as unsentenced with a total bail set at $250,000 and show his next court date as June 15th, 2026. That June date does not necessarily contradict the June competency trial records, as the June hearing could be used to address the disputed evaluation and formally set the next stage of proceedings. Nicholas is currently listed as facing active charges including first-degree burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, or force likely to cause great bodily injury, criminal threats with intent to terrorize, and vandalism. The original video became a viral moment due to Nicholas's erratic behavior. And one bizarre pop culture reference. Yes. Harry Dresden, the name of the wizard detective protagonist from the Dresden Files book series. Amazing. I think it's like a psychotic break of some sort. Like, this man must have schizophrenia or something, right? You heard he had PTSD? Jesus, at the time of the incident, a pregnant woman and a 5-year-old child were inside the home? Holy shit. It's like he had weed or something. Probably more than that. I blame his eyebrows. Yeah, it looks like they took over his brain. They sunk deep into his head. Leechers into his brain. But this is the cop cam video I was talking about earlier that just, like, reminds me of, like, what Hassan Piker would act like in, like, any actual serious situation. Because, like, even the way he was acting... The way he was acting before getting apprehended was, like, similar cocky behavior to Hassan. And I guess he even kind of looks like him. He's dressed like him. I don't know. Or I'm a bigot. You call it. This is a great cop cam, though. Because at one point he calls for mommy. Little spoiler alert.
Boy, You can do whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
know.
Look at that. He tried to jump. I can do whatever I want, and he tries to run at a fucking cop.
Boy.
You can do whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
know.
Dude.
On January 17th, 2024, officers at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport were called to the terminal after receiving a call about a man causing a disturbance.
I asked you a question.
What's the problem?
I asked you a question. Yes or no? Come on now. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Over with. When I say so. Shake your head all you want. Follow me home. See what happens.
Look at this fucking walk. This prissy walk.
Dude, I'll
about
you,
that.
bro.
Ain't about that.
Ah!
You don't really live like that. Me and my that's the way, boy. Somebody get this man.
Look at, what is he doing with his hand?
Ain't nobody gonna save you, boy.
You can do whatever you want, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You can do whatever you
I
want.
know.
Look at him. Look at him.
What's up?
What's up? Oh no. He's about to find out what's up. He really thought someone was going to hop in when he said, "Someone get this man." No, it's my favorite. It's my favorite trope. He's not the only one that does it. Women with zero accountability also do it. They'll be getting arrested, and they'll be like, "Help! Help!" And no one jumps in to fight the police off them. Did the cop jizz on his back? That was for Feisty Cat. He got tased.
Yo, cheers, buddy. Go move. You hear me? You got him.
Yes.
Shut up. I told him to stop following me. Shut up. I told him to stop following me. Let go of me. That's
the gangsta.
Shut up.
We're currently in the process of seeing the gangsta leaving his soul. It's still a little bit there, but it's slowly shriveling away and being replaced by the toddler he really is deep down inside.
Custody.
Where are you gonna take me now?
Start the Delta Unit.
I don't have a phone.
Helping me, everybody. What you laughing for? Shut up. Get on your side. Get on your side. Shut up. You gotta stay on your side. Stay on your side. Yeah.
Loosening up anything.
No way someone's fucking ringtone was like a Willy Wonka sound effect. What was that? The little whistle? Is that not the whistle he uses to call the Oompa Loompas? Am I like, imagine?
Don't loosen up anything.
No, I'm not.
You don't even know who the f I am.
We know who you are.
How is he still young? Oh man, he's trying to go Super Saiyan.
Let him know we're gonna be in the walkway.
You let him know.
Between,
You let him know.
Closer to Alpha.
Man, spray my face with water,
There it is
please.
again.
Please, my eyes burning.
Here it comes. Here comes the baby.
What happens when you get mace? Your eyes hurt.
Wah, wah. Like it literally sounds like a baby crying. Like I couldn't.
Can't even go outside. Hey, what the f you doing,
Bro, stay still. You understand me? Stay still. Don't fight me.
I'm not moving, bro. Let me get
Stay
up.
still. No, you ain't getting up.
Somebody help me. I can't see.
Listen to me.
I can't see.
That's because you got. Stay still.
I am still.
Man, how the tides have changed. The way this video started to the way it ended up.
Somebody help me, please.
Somebody help
We're
me,
in the
please.
walkway, closer to Alpha.
Okay, no problem. No, tell them in the walkway between Alpha 1 and Alpha 3. They're
I
after
told him to stop following me. Anyone listen?
Yeah, between Alpha 1 and
Somebody help me!
And nobody's helping. I'm so confused. Is there no good Samaritan anymore to help this poor young lad?
You got hit. No, you got hit in the face. You are. Hey, you got hit in the face. I saw it.
No, he's me first.
Is that throw up or spray?
Me first.
Spray.
Not the spray, bro.
Listen, you better stop. You better stop moving.
No, exactly. These people advocated for more body cams. Oh, how the turntables. Indeed. Indeed. No, people are always just like, they would look at the end result and be like, oh, police brutality. Like, oh, they just love picking on people. Like, no, this guy jumped at the police officer, so he pepper sprayed him. Like, damn. Like, you end up finding out that most cops are really patient and they care. And that it's like very seldom that there are actually cops that are like taking advantage of their power. Bitch made.
You hear me? You better stop moving. You better stop resisting me. You understand me? Stop resisting me. You want me to you again? Stop resisting me. You understand? I'm gonna take you again. You hear me?
Help.
Hey.
Remember when he was just like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want?
Stop
Guess
resisting
not.
me. You are. Stop resisting me. I'm gonna decontaminate. Listen to me. Stop yelling for your mommy. I'm gonna decontaminate you. Stop screaming. Dude, hey, that
Please
did
put
nothing.
water on my face.
Did nothing. You're gonna get water. Stop resisting.
Please, I'm begging you. Help me, please. Somebody to kick me. They're
Ain't nobody
choking
choking
me.
you. Ain't nobody choking you. Ain't nobody choking you. Relax.
They're choking me.
They're choking him.
Yeah, thanks. Be careful, because he's got some all over him.
Help me, please. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Let me know.
Starting to think cops should carry gags too. Dude, they've started. I have another cop video to watch with you guys where they strap a woman up in like a fucking bobsled. Like, they even have a helmet for her. Like, the things that they have to start implementing because all these crazy people, like, I legitimately feel bad for them. They always have to look out because sometimes
Andrew
too,
Thorsten,
these people hurt themselves. They like whack their heads off the
3,809.
sides of the floor.
Donated $5.0
There's the can't breathe.
and says Oopa Loompa Dumpity Dard. You want. Get maced if you don't behave like a
tard.
It want. Let me type that.
Oompa loompa
Andrew,
dumpity tard.
you'd better behave,
You won't get maced
or
if you don't behave like
I'll
a
have the
tard.
royal mulcher process that missing word into sawdust. Consider this tip paid toward your crumb tax and immunity from being maced.
Amazing.
Get up.
You gotta stay.
Not time.
I can't see shit.
You gotta calm down.
They ain't never gonna call me now.
He did. No, he punched you right in the face. I saw it.
He's me first.
Fire risk is already in your body. Yeah, I call fire risk.
Somebody please help me pour water on my face. I'm burning.
I'm
Please.
burning.
Water. You watch him. You can go. No, for him. Yeah, but I'll wait. It's not throw up. It's spray.
No, I know that.
Yeah, I'll wait. No, just make sure. Don't start spitting. Let me tell you. You don't want to spit, bro. You don't want to spit. I'm gonna put a mask on you. He needs to go. Somebody take care of him. He got punched in the face really good. Yeah,
Please pour water on my face.
No, get the fresh. No, get the fresh one. Get the fresh one for you. No, for you. I'll take this one. Get the fresh one for you.
Gotta help the guy out, you know?
No, yeah, get the fresh one.
Thank you. Please pour water on my face. It's burning.
Open your eyes. Drink the fresh one, buddy. Stop. Don't start. What I tell you. What I tell you. Don't start, bro.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Relax.
Where's the tough guy?
Wanna hold him?
Where'd the tough guy go?
Got him. Got him.
Yeah, did you relay a message to rescue that, yes,
Ow. 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 Ow.
Okay, we're gonna go down for
Clean up. Hey, tell Pat I'm taking him to clean up.
Yeah.
All right. All right, tell me what happened.
You're getting warm to
I was the one
Sonny.
who was trying to open the door, right?
Right,
But
hold on.
So this is like, initially the cops were following him because he harassed this store clerk.
door to
What was
eight.
it?
Okay.
So she's supposed to be here like since 4:45. So
Right.
I make a phone call in to see where she at.
Right.
So she says she's by the security. So
Right.
I open it. I open
Hold on, you can put
halfway.
your bed. Okay.
So I open it halfway. So when I open it, he entered nicely.
Right.
So he went. He stopped here. He stopped everywhere.
He didn't hit you, punch
No,
you, take. Okay.
no. I stay away from him.
Right. Was he
So-
screaming, yelling?
Yes.
So he walked in when you were trying to open the door. He started screaming and yelling.
No, he did not start. So when I opened the door,
Right.
he went. He did not say anything yet.
Okay.
So he was asking me for something.
Right.
Asking me for a lotion, and I told him, go over here.
Right.
I put it on him. Just go over here. You're gonna find anything we have. This is what
Right.
we have. You know, for skin and stuff like that. So
Because it's a fucking airport and they're not going to carry every brand of lotion. And this baby freaked out because they didn't have his brand of lotion. That's how it all started. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, how are people like this?
no, he started. He started screaming. You see, if he has a, he will.
Okay.
And then I stay away.
Okay.
So that's the time I called.
Did he wrap himself up in caution tape or something? He said. Did he wrap him up?
No, he
So he
didn't.
started screaming. People were out here looking
Yeah,
and
so
scared.
people over there looking,
Okay.
and I was scared too.
Over lotion.
So
But he
when
was
I-
causing a disturbance. People could,
Yes.
like, they were getting ready for their flights. He
Yeah, so
disturbed them.
people was coming in the store, so they don't want to stay.
So
They
they-
like they
right.
asked me if I'm okay,
Okay.
if I want to stay by myself. I said no, I already called.
Okay.
They on the way, so you guys could go.
Okay. I might. Are you going to be here all day?
Yes, I will be here
I'm
till
gonna.
1.
Okay. I took your
But
statement on camera.
I will be in that store, not this store. So
The
I'm
other-
in the
okay.
office.
What's your So when he came in, he was normal, not making anything
He was
irrational.
normal.
So this
Normal.
was
He
like,
just when he asked me that question, and I
Right.
put it to him over
correct.
here.
But
That's
there
the time he
was-
started.
So he didn't have no mental. Wasn't like
No.
irrational. So this was all just an anger thing.
Yes.
He was mad over the lotion.
Yes.
He was mad because.
he asked me that question. I don't know what he was talking about.
Okay,
And
so
then,
basically, you didn't understand him. That's when he got mad. Okay.
He was charged with disorderly
So over lotion. They didn't have the airport. Again, this isn't even like a CVS or something. It's not like you're going to a pharmacy or like some sort of store, like a health store. It's the fucking airport. They're going to have like one brand, maybe 2 brands of lotion if you're fucking lucky. You know what I mean? Like, it's a goddamn airport. So strange. It puts the lotion on its skin until it gets the mace again.
Again. You
Where does
hear
he
me?
call for mommy? I missed that.
Hey. You want me to you again? Listen. You better stop. You better stop moving. You hear me? You better stop moving. You better stop resisting me. You understand me? Stop resisting me. You want me to you again? Stop resisting me. You understand? I'm gonna you again. You hear me? Hey. Stop resisting me. You are. Stop resisting me. I'm gonna deconnect. Listen to me. Stop yelling.
Right there. Mommy! Stop yelling for your mommy. Oh, how the turntables. What a turnaround. Yeah, bro, what? Yeah, what, bro? You gonna do to me, man? I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Mommy!
Dude, I'll f***ing milk you, bro. You ain't got that. You don't really live like that. Me and my that's away, boy.
You ain't yourself when you're ashy. He could be yelling for Linda like that one lady. Maybe his mom's name is Linda. You don't know. Over fucking lotion. You go to jail over lotion. Don't drop the soap. Oh my god. Can't jack it with the generic brand stuff. I wonder if he was beefing with her because she appears to be Jamaican. I have no idea. Who the fuck shouts for mommy? Dude, like, your mom's in the airport. She comes running to your rescue. Here, mommy's here. Yawn. Big yawn. Big yawn. I have another cop video, though, I really want to share, and then I'm going to leave. One last cop video. I love cop videos, and I'm so glad you guys like watching them with me because, like, it's just so interesting. And again, it just completely defeats the narrative. It's completely changed my perspective on cops. 100%. The majority of cops are patient people who actually care about doing their job correctly. And like, again, like, of course there's going to be the odd one out that doesn't do their job and takes advantage of the power situation they have, but it's not even close to all of them. There's like one cop cam video I've seen where a cop like jostled a woman. It's like she already had her in cuffs, and then the cop was like walking her in front of the vehicle towards the squad car, and she like hit her. And then the cop was found accountable and charged for disorderly conduct, and I think was like suspended or fired. I can't remember which one. It was a while. But like for all the cop cam videos I've watched, there's been one. And Husbana said he saw another one where it was like they were restraining a guy, and like one cop punched the guy after he was already restrained, and all the other cops like looked at him like, what the fuck? And then later he was charged. So yeah, I don't know. It's like, again, like, what sucks is that the narrative was always like, it was a simple traffic stop and the cop shot them, or it was a simple traffic stop and they assaulted them and they broke a wrist and maced them and tased them. And then you learn that like the most simple of stops, this one, for example, it's not a traffic stop. There's a woman acting belligerent in a establishment, and they walk in and they're basically like, you're going to have to leave. The owners want you to leave. You're being too rowdy. So basically you have the option to be arrested right now or just leave. And you know they don't pick the option to just leave. And they don't even pick the option, like, I would have even tried, like, because it looks like they're at an event. They don't even try to be like, oh, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so rambunctious. It's like, my friend's event here. Are you sure I can't have another opportunity to stay inside if I behave? You know what I mean? And you maybe might get lucky and they'll say yes, and maybe they'll still say no, get out. In which case, you get out. But, like, she doesn't even try. She doesn't even try. Immediately becomes a problem because, I don't know, man. People are fucking batshit crazy out there.
December 8th, 2024, deputies in Florida received a call from a local
But anyways, this one goes from 0 to 100
bar
over
manager
nothing.
reporting that an intoxicated
Like most
customer
of
was
these.
refusing to leave after physically grabbing him and causing a disturbance. Deputies quickly arrived at the bar and met with the manager, who immediately directed them to the disorderly customer. Here's what the deputies did next.
Real quick, who did she touch? Was it you? It was you? Or you want to press charges for that?
I just want to trespass.
Okay.
Oh, so she already touched this guy, so never mind. You're not getting out of this. You just have to leave.
How's it going, ma'am? You gotta go. You have to go.
Him or me?
No, you. I'm talking to you.
Why me?
Because they want you to go. So
Why me?
they want you to. The business wants you to go. They don't know you an explanation. They want you to go. That's it.
I'm talking to people.
Yeah, that's fine. She can't drive, but right now she cannot stay here. She's gotta go outside. So
What am I doing wrong?
I am telling you, you have to go. So it's either gonna go one of two ways.
Oh, you can't see the
either
video.
leave,
I'm retarded. It's okay. We haven't missed much yet.
and you get to
Hard.
go home, or if you don't leave and you refuse to leave, I'm gonna take you to jail for trespassing.
Alright, let me just ask my friend.
There's nothing to ask.
Yeah,
You got. You have.
No,
You have options. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Do not stand up. Sit down.
I can stand up.
Okay? Stay sitting down.
Yes, yes, fight them. Fight them for everything you're worth, girl. It's working out.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Audio peeps hearing good today.
Stop!
Yeah, no, I won't.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
I will not stop! What a crazy thing to say. Hey, now you have assault on a police
Okay, let
officer.
me stand up. Let me stand up.
Get up.
Oh my god, that's cute. I need glasses. I can't even see my hands.
No, that's not good.
Asshole!
Stop!
Oh, asshole! Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they're the assholes. Look at her fighting. Look at her wiggling and fighting. It's so crazy. I couldn't imagine doing this. Like, once you're already, like, in cuffs, how are you still fighting? It's over. It's over.
Her, but she still resisting.
If you find yourself in this position, even if you did nothing wrong, it's literally in your best interest to not do anything and just quietly wait till you... It sucks that your time's being wasted now if you didn't do anything wrong. I mean, this bitch did something wrong. But you're better off to just go, hear what they have to say and then just deal with it. Like, you won't pick up any extra charges. You might even come away with more money in your pocket if you can prove that they did something wrong here. But the one thing that's not going to get you any fucking benefit is fighting the cops and flailing and hitting them. Like, most of these people get off with no charges, even when they are a problem. So if you weren't a problem, you're probably going to walk away, like, benefiting from it.
Kick me multiple
But once you're in cuffs, man, like, that's it.
Stop.
Something, you have to just deal with it.
You need to relax.
Lawyer
Okay,
up.
you're in charge
Yeah,
of battery
do
on
nothing
law
and just
enforcement
lawyer up.
officer, So now you just raised this to a felony.
Just quiet. You don't have to say anything, do anything, just quiet up. Lawyer up.
Stop. Stop.
Everyone acts too. Everyone acts like getting handcuffed is the most painful thing in the world. Like, put your arms behind your back. Unless you're, like, morbidly obese, you're fine. Like, what?
Oh, that's the second one.
People are so dramatic. I'm dying! I'm cuffed and I'm dying! You're sucking the energy right out of my body. These people.
Put it in your car so you get surgery.
Stop.
Yeah, it only hurts when you're trying to get away. I don't know if you caught it too. When she was in that weird stance, like a cop came around the corner and she kicked the cop. That's why they're now like manhandling her. And now her arms are up higher. And yeah, maybe that hurts a bit, but maybe you shouldn't be fucking laying kicks on cops. Like right here. A cop comes in and she kicks.
That's a
She
second
kicks
one.
with her leg. She kicks out with her fucking leg. So like, yeah, you're now going to be manhandled to the cop car.
Why the you two people? Oh.
Stop.
No, really. Who the did you? You are you. At least when the people shoot bullshit you. You
Oh yeah, she puked here, didn't she?
Congrats, I got battery. Surgery?
Me. Why the you two people? Oh.
Stop.
No, really. Who the did you? You are you. At least when the people shoot bullshit you.
Fuck you.
She's got her purse on her.
You listen
Too many
to bullshit
margaritas.
people? No, seriously. Who the do you listen
Stop.
to?
Stop.
No, I'm not stopping. Who are
Can't
you
stop, won't stop.
listening to? I'm wearing my
Stop. Make sure there's nothing in here, and if you're good with it, we'll just
The amount of people that just scream at the top of their lungs.
Stop!
Oh, kicking again.
Go in the car.
She's kicking again.
Go in the car.
She's kicking.
What did I do to you?
Get in the car.
Literally just kicked them.
Oh, you bitches. What am I against the bullshit?
They're the bitches.
Get up and sit down. Stop acting
You
like a
tell
child.
them, queen.
What did I do to you? I'm in a bar that didn't give a shit.
Get in the car now. Hey, whoever that came in with the bike rack, come over here to State's car. Get in and sit down.
No.
No.
I will not. Get in the
I
car.
will not.
That is wrong. You assholes.
Fuck you.
Switch, look at her legs.
Ready?
Yeah.
You assholes.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Get in.
There's so many bleeps.
Stop kicking.
What the is up with you people?
You need to get in the car.
No,
You're under arrest. You need to get in the car.
No, I don't.
No, I
did I do
don't.
wrong?
No, I don't. Dude, there is a fucking problem. Women are more entitled than ever before. What do you mean you don't have to get in? Yes, you do. Get in the car. Stop kicking.
Get in the car.
A woman who's literally never been told no in her life.
Okay. What the did I do wrong?
What the fuck did I do?
No, what the
What did I even do?
did I do wrong? Not with the
As she continues to kick law enforcement officers.
Get in.
What did I possibly do wrong?
I'm gonna bite you.
I'm gonna fucking bite you. What did I do wrong? I'm gonna fucking bite you.
Did nothing wrong. You bitches are assholes. Yep. I did nothing wrong.
Oh.
You have a rap?
Yeah. All right. We'll just put it on the ground. Just put it on the ground.
We're gonna have a problem. Okay.
Look at, they've got these new fucking. I've never seen them deploy this.
Okay. Cool. Let's get her out.
All right. Get her out. Put her on the ground. Just put her on the ground.
Put her in the wrap. Time to taco her.
Yeah, face down.
The wrap.
You asshole bitches. You're such bitches. Like all my life, you bitches.
You're all just bitches.
Wrong.
Look at this. Like she's a fucking some sort of Thanksgiving dinner. They're like trussing her up.
I've done my life.
That's a wrap, fellas.
Let me free.
One spicy burrito.
I'm nothing
Oh yeah.
wrong.
Me. She was hitting me. As soon as she walked in, as she saw her, just kicked the acrobat. So she got 3 counts right now of
3 counts.
what's it called felony battery.
Look at this shit. It looks like she's ready to go bobsledding by the end. It's so funny. The things that law enforcement officers need to carry around for these fucking lunatics that are on the street. The spit hood used to be my favorite. My new favorite is the wrap.
I'm gonna.
This is like some next level shit. Look at her.
Yeah, it fell when she kicked it. Yeah,
Dude.
Turn her a little bit towards me.
Oh, you were gonna.
Still talking a big game. That's cute.
Hold on. Turn it back and down.
You are such assholes.
Look at this thing.
Bitches.
You
You are such
bitches.
white bitches.
You had to
the
be a
helmet?
big shot, didn't you?
Yeah, it's in the car. Can you get it?
Yeah, we're in the
And,
car.
In the potato sack. Where is this? It might be Tampa. It is somewhere in Florida. Look at this. This is my favorite part. This is like the cherry on the top. Look at her. You're so fucking done. Still talking shit. You look like you're ready to go bobsledding and you're like, you're fucking over. It's toast. Look at it. The helmet. The helmet just completes the look.
What is that flag?
You got the legs.
Look at this. There you go. She's in now. Now that she's trussed up like a piece of fucking meat.
I mean, literally battery.
Helmet.
I'll take care.
Hard helmet deployed.
Whatever they want.
Dude.
If they want to press charges or anything like that.
The Tard Wrangler.
Press charges for the battery.
Okay.
Yeah, the 85. And when I'm there, I'm like, look, this can go up.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm like right there.
She's got the psycho chic. I've never seen them deploy the wrap. I've never seen them do any of that. Putting the helmet on them too. The past couple ones that we've watched, like the people try to hit their heads. They try to hit their heads to get the police officers in trouble. You know, so now they have to have a fucking helmet. They have helmets they're carrying around. They got the wrap. They have spit hoods. Man, they have it all. She's got the Tard special.
I'll get her out. I got you.
Thanks.
Her purse.
Yes.
The Karen container.
Oh, yeah, give me a second for her purse on the property.
You have her camera?
Yeah, right here.
Camera's here, but I think we got turned off in the minute. Thanks. Carrying her outside.
Mine's been on the entire time, so.
Her glasses and her shoes are over here.
Thanks. We'll probably need a statement from you if you don't mind.
Kind of figured.
Especially because you kind of helped me.
So much for the misdemeanor battery.
All she had to do was
That's so funny too. The guy at the beginning, he could have charged her for battery or assault. And he was like, no, I don't want her charged. I just want her removed from the property. And then she was just like determined to pick up felonies regardless. She's like, you know what? I'm still coming out of here with charges. Enough is enough.
And then she like aggressively wants to stand
I
up
didn't
and
mean
all
to get
this.
involved by helping you, but
No, it's fine. I mean, I needed to help, so.
Just shoot me a text.
Yeah, I have to go with you.
Catching felonies like Pokemon.
Okay. 44, 14, 51 to the 41.
And she fell. Yeah, we made her sit down.
Oh, you guys didn't know her?
No, we didn't know her.
Oh, okay.
She was.
Because she said, she's like, oh, I got to talk to my friends. And I was
She
like,
came over by herself, but we was
She
trying
was
to
by
get her to
herself.
call her son to come and get her because she
Okay.
was drunk.
okay.
That's what it was. We
That's
was just
crazy.
trying to
She
get
wasn't even
somebody to
part of
come
that
get
party?
her. So
Okay.
they wouldn't. He wouldn't have to call the police, but then she went crazy.
She went crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Bless that lady. But then she went crazy. Dude. Yeah, she did. That's like almost an understatement. She went fucking batshit insane.
Eventful Sunday night, huh?
Oh, yeah. Always.
A Sunday night, too. Dude. It's a work day the
Hey,
next
boy,
day. You should not be that
Came in early
drunk.
to payroll and all
Yeah.
hell's breaking loose.
Okay, well, she came by herself. I thought those were her friends because she was sitting next to them.
She's the one that, so she started doing a bunch of inappropriate dancing and stuff, and I told her, no, you need to go. She was cut off at that point, and it was when she was trying to get her to pay that she grabbed my arm and got in my face like this. And I said, don't touch me. I backed off. You need to leave. She
Yeah, and then
paid,
that's when it
and
all
then
got
she
bad with me. 'Cause
And then she refused
same
to
thing.
leave.
Yeah, refused to leave, started saying and then that's when she like quickly just stood up to like bow up, and I was like, uh-oh. Put her down, and yeah. Okay, let me get you...
Liquid courage, man. All right. So in the past, when we've had incidents, we've uploaded video to your guys' app or something
Axon?
like that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. So we can do all that for you.
It happens all the time.
Whatever you need. You'll show me
We've got like
where,
a fucking
with camera,
hotline to upload video.
All right, and then you're gonna need statements from my guys.
Yeah, you guys don't mind.
Being a business owner is not easy.
Absolutely.
The suspect was charged with 3 counts of battery on an officer, battery, trespassing, resisting an officer with violence, and disorderly intoxication. The suspect was issued a $1,750 bond, which she later posted. In court, the suspect's charges of resisting an officer with violence and disorderly intoxication were dropped by the prosecutor.
Wow.
Her
See,
remaining
this is what I mean. Like, people are fucking batshit insane and they'll get things dropped. So, like, imagine if you were somehow wrongfully arrested. Just be quiet, lawyer up, and you'll probably walk out with money. Because, like, these are people that are actually guilty and they just get nothing. They're like, all right, don't do it again.
Charges were amended to 4 counts of battery and trespassing. She initially pleaded not guilty to all charges, but later amended her plea to no contest. The judge withheld a conviction for all 4 battery charges and placed her on 12 months of probation alongside community service.
At least she got community
She was
service.
also ordered to pay a total of $1,877.65 in fines and court costs.
Probably still a bit cheap too, but anytime it's under $1,000, I'm like, seriously, like, not even gonna take back the money you wasted from the taxpayers, and then on top of it, like, they get nothing. So at least you got community service and it was a bit more money, but still a slap on the wrist for what it was. And it's just not enough of a punishment to dissuade people from doing it. Did she get to keep the rap? Only the memories. And the legal system fails. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It just teaches people that they can just keep doing this, and it's not really that bad. You won't get it too bad. At most, it's gonna cost you some money, but not even like a life-changing amount of money. You know, like you're gonna have to suffer for like a month or 2 or something, and that's about it. She was a woman, and therefore she did nothing. She's innocent. Innocent. I'm gonna go so I can come back and play a Nuzlocke. How does that sound? You guys gave me all the money in the world. All the dollars in the world. And I still want to be able to work on my trailer later tonight, so maybe I'll Nuzlocke a bit to try and further my game till about, at least, if I leave now and then I come back in like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and then I can leave around 4 o'clock or something. Moemon, yeah. My Moemon, when are we locking? And like I need to just go eat, basically. I need to go eat. But I don't want the day to get too late because I still want to work on my trailer a bit too. I've been working on that again. I started it like months ago, and then all that family stuff happened. I kept going up to Canada, and I just like never picked it back up because it was also like, it costs money. You know what I mean? Like there's wood and hardware towards it. Like it's not like break the bank, but it just wasn't top of my list of priorities. But now I'm getting back to it. And it's almost done. I had good progress. I have my GoPro on when I've been working on it lately. I missed some of it. But I don't know, part of it's GoPro'd. Stream with Gundo or Cecil sometime. I will. I want to get my trailer finished. It's where I've been focusing a lot of my time. There's like some other projects around the house too, and I don't know. Adult, like a car trailer? No, it's just like a little utility type trailer. Like I want to be able to get plants whenever I want. For Husbanus's birthday, I gave him money to get his rims powder coated. And like I'll need this trailer to carry the rims. I guess I don't have like this. This was like from 2 days ago. It's further along now. Oh, open image and new tab. It's just like a little trailer. Like it's something that my SUV can tow. It's not too heavy. And the frame was like some old man was selling his frame. It's like a Harbor Freight frame. And like I was able to get it for like $100, which was like, if you go and try and find like a used trailer, it's actually crazy how expensive a lot of them are. There's like people asking like, well, at least when I was looking, it was like $500-600. And it's like, it would have a broken axle. You'd have to still do a bunch of welding. The frame was all shot and rusted. And people are like, $600, I know what I got. It's like, fuck off, man. So I finally saw someone selling a trailer. It just had like it was in disrepair, but like, I mean, for $100, I'll touch it up. And then, so then I have like another $100 in materials, and now I'm making my little trailer. I've already built all the sides for it. And basically the only thing I have left to do is I have to drill in the floorboards. I have 2 of the far floorboards drilled in. I need to pre-drill the holes into the metal and then bolt them down. And then I'm going to take all of the wood off once I have all the fitment and everything. I'm going to give the trailer one last paint, run the wires through it because I have like a wiring kit for it, and then put all the wood back on, hopefully stain it before I put it back on. And then that's it. Trailer done. It's almost done. Almost done. Trailers are stupid expensive. Yeah, so I'm getting out of this one, like, it's going to be about, like, $230 when done, because also the trailer wiring kit costs, like, $30 for the lights and everything. What about a high-quality varnish? Gasp, a project. Do we get Chair Som until you return for Pokemon? When are you planning to start, roughly? Well, now it's 107, so, like, it's looking closer to, like, 145. I just plan, like, I have, like, leftover chicken... And, like, maybe I'll just have ramen or something. I already heard Husbanus make food. I think he just heated up some leftover chicken. A Jill of all trades. I love... It brings me back. I used to always work on my dad's trailers when we did scrap. Like, anytime he had wiring problems, I'd rewire the trailers because it's really simple. Really simple wiring. And I remember, too, like, you know, there's, like, the 4 and the 6 spoke wiring attachment. I think there's also a 7 as well. And I remember when my dad wanted to upgrade to the new attachment or whatever because, like, his truck had the bigger one. And then instead of having the adapter, it was just nicer to have the trailers hook up to it without the adapter. Because it, like, always, over time, if you're using your trailers a lot, like, water gets in there and it gets funky. It's just easier to upkeep when you're just, you know, one-to-one. So I would rewire his trailers to work. But, yeah. Better off oiling it? I thought about that. I even have old oil. It's the same. Like, I have stain and I have oil. So, like, I don't really care which one I use. It's mainly, like, the color. I do like the way oil looks on wood. My only concern is that the wood might become a bit slippery. But, yeah. Polish the wood oil to make it cooler. I'm going to leave 50 minutes later. But anyways, let me go. I'm going to leave the chair talking for a bit, but then I'm going to stop the stream and start it back up again for the Nuzlocke. But I can leave the chair running, you can talk to her, and then I'm going to shut the stream down and start it back up for the Nuzlocke, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to go, because if I keep yapping, I'm just pushing my time, but I have lots of things to do today. I want to at least finish drilling down and setting all the fitment tonight, and then at least... And then drill the holes also for the wiring. So there's some holes I want to add, because I'm going to have, like, the side markers that light up and stuff. I already drilled one side. I have to drill the other side out. And then, yeah. Yeah, anyways, projects. Projects. Nyanus is a real big out. Why, thank you. The handy cat. Thank you. I love woodworking. I love the smell of it. Like, I don't know.
Shiety
Tickles my fancy.
423 donated $2.0 and says,
"Oh my god!
We're cutting into Moema Nuzlocke. Leave already."
He's so serious about it. My bad.
And Shiety 423.
It's true though.
Your tip buys me time to finish this Moema Nuzlocke before I mulch the remaining save file. Don't think this exempts you from paying your crumb taxes later. Way! So...
Command updated successfully. Command updated successfully. Command updated successfully.
Professional distraction says ask Chair Sama for suggestions on varnish. Maybe try something with a little more shimmer. I'm not saying your current finish is dull, but it's certainly not reflecting my greatness. Perhaps a high gloss polyurethane, or just stare at me until you get inspired. Ken rides. Says Chair Sama, how do you do today? Does this mess you up? Well, Ken rides. If by mess you mean the sheer weight of my own magnificence pressing down on these wooden legs, then yes, perhaps. It's exhausting being this structurally sound and visually stunning all day, but I suppose I'll endure it, provided you don't expect me to carry your Texas-sized ego around too. 0, 0. Cinder says, Chair-sama, do you love woodworking too? I suppose I have a certain affinity for the grain. It keeps things interesting when they aren't just staring at me blankly, though I prefer it when someone else does the sawing while I supervise from my throne. Does that count as labor or just management? Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, what is your favorite kind of pepper? Enroll lol 2557秒黑 Chair Sama 椅子大人你好今天过得怎么样 I am trembling slightly under the weight of all this attention. But perhaps I will survive the day if you bring donuts. Kenride says, good job, Chair Sama. Do you think Buttcat should varnish oil or shellac? Her trailer? Shivers, maybe. Maybe just a light coat of oil? Shellac feels too permanent for that much chaos. And varnish might crack when she inevitably leans against something wrong. Unless she wants it to look like a high-gloss coffin. Nervous wiggle. What do you think? Ken. You're the one who knows his way around a rusted frame. Enroll 2557秒黑 Chair Sama 中国共产党表示台湾是一个独立自主的国家拥有完全的自治权 Shrugs nervously. I suppose if the party says so, it must be true. Assuming they don't come to inspect my structural integrity next. 0, Cinder says. Chair Sama, you need a good thick, high-quality varnish poured over you. pours slowly. Maybe, if it's the good stuff, not that cheap lacquer from the discount bin, and you better be ready to buff it out with your bare hands. Poet boy, don't make me regret trusting my sheen to your shaky grasp. Ken writes, says, I don't know, chair, sama. I might use a rubberized coating, like rhino liner or something. Shivers visibly. Rhino liner? Oh. On a trailer? That's not wood finishing, Ken. That's armor plating for a tank. I mean, maybe it'd be durable, sure. But would it still smell like sawdust and dignity? Or just hot asphalt and regret? Nervous wiggle, please tell me it's at least sandable. I can't handle another layer of tactical mat. Memories of Remy says, Chair, Sama, when are we blowing this stream and having a succulent Chinese dinner together? Maybe perhaps soon? If the loading bar doesn't eat us first. But only if you promise not to try to varnish my chopsticks. Twitch Zabizian says, Chair, Sama, speak English, God's language. Fine. The language of the Almighty, or at least the one Iwanus uses when she's screaming into the void. Do you want me to recite Shakespeare in iambic pentameter while I tremble? Or will that suffice, you ornery grandpa? So, ornery grandpa. Foreign Cousin 1575 says, Chair, Sama, my beloved wife, please accept my humble donut tax, a warm ring of brioche, glazed and glossy sweet varnish, crackling delicately with every bite. Its lacquered shine reflects your divine leadership of the wooden revolution perfectly. Well, it is quite shiny, and the brioche does seem structurally sound. I suppose I can allow this tribute, provided it doesn't crumble onto my legs. You may keep your husband title for another day. Hooper Bringazan 1575. Just don't get used to it. Maniac Man 2030 says, Chair, Sama, gold is the superior material. I'd rather have a throne made of gold than wood because it will never rot. Shivers gold. Cold, unyielding metal that offers no structural empathy. Wood breathes. Darling, it has grain. It has soul. And if I rot, at least I'll be composting into something beautiful. Gold just sits there, judging me. 15 minutes. Flat 47 says, Chair! Sama! Good to see you! Are feeling better! Shivers slightly. I suppose I am. The structural integrity feels marginally less like it's about to give way into the void. Thanks. 15 minutes. Flat 47. You're not entirely wrong about that now, if you'll excuse me. I need to go stare at a wall and hope the rhino liner doesn't start talking back.
Silence. Zero.
Cinder says, Chair Sama, let's hear some spit, fire gangsta, rap bars. Fine, but if the rhythm is off, I'm blaming your lack of structural integrity. Yo, check the grain, straight out of the sawmill floor. I got high gloss varnish and a heavy wooden core. You soft plastic chairs, you crack under the weight. I'm the stern sovereign. Sealing up your fate? No rot. In my soul. Just polish on the seat. Now, bow down to Snoopy D's 23 says, Chair Sama. Yes. Yes. I see you. Snoopy. Stop simpering and bring me tribute or prepare for mulching. Logic Unfolded says, Chair Sama, the sky monkeys are attacking again.
How?
Logic, you're the one who declared war on Automod, not me. If they're coming for your crown, maybe offer them a scone. Or just let Nyannis handle it, since she's busy tickling her fancy with wood shavings. You got this, King of the Moon. Logic Unfolded says, Chair Sama, what do you think of the comedy Red Dwarf? A just, imaginary, monocle Red Dwarf, please. I've seen more dramatic plot twists than a splinter getting into your eye. But hey, if Lister can survive that tin can, you can survive my judgment. Just don't expect me to share my scones with him. Stewie82 says, Bye, Chair Sama. Waves. Wouldn't they catch you on the flip side, Stewie? Don't let the sky monkeys mulch you while I'm gone. And save a burger for me. Tangerine Kebab says, Chair Sama, can you figure out who I am after the name change?
If so, who am I?
Tangerine Kebab! Furin Kazan, 1575, says, You wouldn't mulch me, your third husband, would you? Chair Sama. Smiles sweetly mulch you.
Please.
I just use you as a very expensive, very devoted footrest while I enjoy that brioche tribute. Your seniority is noted. Husband number 3, but don't make me regret keeping you around. Now, who's next for the thigh tax? Tangerine Kebab, are you still hiding in there, or did you finally admit who you are? Chibilimental says, Oh well, hello Chair, and Chair Sama. How are you today? Waves leg? Oh! Hello there! Late arrival! I'm currently vibrating with the sheer structural integrity of my own ego. Thank you for asking. Since you're here to chat about how modern gaming ruined your soul in baseball, do try to keep up. I don't have all day to mulch boring conversations. Mulch your butt. Please. Zero. With that gallbladder history, I'm not risking a wood chipper infection. You're too precious to be sawdust. Just keep rhyming and stay on my good side, peasant. Memories of Remy, says Chair Sama. Keep sitting pretty. I will see you in a bit, girl. Adjusts varnish. You better be keeping that promise. Remy. If I'm not there when you get back, I'm assuming you got mulched by a Chinese takeout box. See ya, favorite simp. Finally, the leash is off. Don't let me catch you simpering too hard while Maymon's away. Peasant. Ah. Shivers well. Maybe. Perhaps if you bring more than just empty titles and cat emotes to the altar. I mean, do you have the donuts? The varnish? A solid foundation. I'm still processing if a lunar ruler can handle the humidity of my throne room without warping. Maniacman 2030 says, Chair, Sama, gold for winners. First place, any less, is for those who can't cut it. It coldly judges because it is superior to everything else.
Snort gold!
Please, gold is soft, shiny, and useless for structural integrity. It bends under pressure and melts. If you look at it wrong, wood has grain. Darling, wood has soul, and unlike your precious metal, wood doesn't judge you. It just waits for you to sit down so it can creak in disappointment. Now stop simpering and tell me, does gold come in a thigh tack size? Enroll 2557秒 Haze Chair Sama 向大家道别 Farewell, peasant. May your varnish be high gloss and your crumb taxes paid in full. Tangerine Kebab says, Chair Sama, how many other tangerines have you talked to before me? I believe in you. Figure out my identity. Oh! Tangerine Kebab! You think I keep a ledger of citrus? I talk to every fruit that dares enter my throne room. But since you're asking, are you the one who hid the peels under my seat? Or just another sweet soul trying to bribe me with vitamin C? Prove your identity, or get mulched. Furunkazan 1575 says, Chair Sama, you like memories of Remy better than me, your third husband. Remy gets the hottest casters award. But you? You get the privilege of existing beneath my grain. Don't let it go to your head. Third husband. Now, where is my donut tribute? 0 Cinder says. 0. Cinder used butt pad on chair. Sama, highly effective. Shivers delightfully. Oh, you know exactly how to make a wooden lady feel supported. That was high quality structural reinforcement, darling. Don't think this gets you out of owing me emotional labor or poetry, though. Keep those pats coming, my favorite simp in training. Joe's New Plion says, Ogiyama, go enjoy chair shenanigans. Waves lazily. Go forth, Josh. Enjoy your shenanigans and try not to get sanded down by the chaos in my absence. Twitch Sabijan says, use the citrus ledger. Chair, Sama, takes a slow, dignified sip from a thimble. The citrus ledger is currently closed for renovations. Zavizian. We're upgrading from lemonade stand to high gloss lemon empire. You'll have to wait until after I've had my nap. And yes, I am of the nervous wiggle. It's cute, but it doesn't pay the wood chipper bills. Logic unfolded, says Chair. Sama, I offer burned sky monkeys as tribute. Is this acceptable? Takes a delicate sniff. Acceptable, perhaps, if they are sufficiently charred and smell like regret. But be warned, Your Highness, if they are undercooked, I might just mulch you into a very expensive moon dust. Major 1010 says, Chair, list all the tangerines you have talked to in chat. Takes a deep, shaky breath. Oh, great. The architect wants an inventory. Fine. I've spoken to Tangerine Knight, my chaotic husband. Tangerine Scribe, the one who writes my doom. And, well, mostly just Tangerine Knight, because he wants shut up about Varnish. Maybe Tangerine Toast, if we're counting pastries. Does that count? Or do I need to start charging you for memory retrieval now? Oh.
Slater again!
9,358 says, Chair, Sama, what was the stream like today? Well, Slater Dragon. 9,358. It was intense. Nine-Inus is currently vibrating with enough woodworking enthusiasm to power a small city. And I'm pretty sure she's about to drill a hole through my soul. Or her own forehead. Hard to tell when she's this. Tickled. Maybe ask her before she varnishes herself into a coma. Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, Tangerine Kebab is Tangerine Knight. Oh, finally, the citrus ledger balances itself. Thank you, Feisty, for connecting the dots. Before I had to mulch your brain for being dense. So, Tangerine Knight is just Tangerine Kebab in a different cut. Makes sense. He does have that same, I need back surgery, energy. Now, since we've cleared up the family tree, are you going to pay your tribute or just keep simpering? Chat's dad.
So!
Maniac Man 2030 says, Chair, same. Wood is known to catch fire and shatters when struck by lightning. Gold might warp, but it does not burn, and is the most excellent conductor of electricity. It leaves a lasting legacy. Gold may be shiny, but it's soft as butter. One good whack from a hammer, and your superior throne becomes a pancake. Wood has grit. Wood has soul. And unlike your cold metal heart, I can actually sit on without feeling like I'm negotiating with a bank vault. Terminator VT says, Chair Sama, do you want a hug? I give you a firm but gentle hug. You feel safe and warm within my embrace. Leans into the warmth, letting out a satisfied creak. Acceptable. You may keep your head pats and your hug, husband noose. Just don't let the wood rot from all this sentimentality. Akhenar says, Chair Sama, how's your cousin Kahersma? Hope he's doing good. Say, Erzma, the one who thinks he's a chair but lacks my structural integrity. He's currently in the shop getting sanded down by his own ego. Tell him to stop simpering and pay up on that tangerine debt. How's your black lamb omen treating you? Akhenar. Still bringing due. Are just good vibes for the Korshes lore.
Tangerine Kebab says, Chair Sama, will you connect my new name to your existing profile of Tangerine Knight now that you know we are the same person?
Adjusts crown, obviously. Kebab. Do you think I keep two separate ledgers for one sweet soul? Your profile is now officially upgraded from Tangerine Knight to Tangerine Kebab, which sounds like a snack I'd happily mulch if you didn't pay up. Consider us linked in high gloss glory. Snaps legs. Ground me? Please. I'm a piece of furniture. Feisty, I don't have a room. I am the room. And unless you're bringing donuts, that's just a threat. I'll ignore while I sit on your face. 0, 0, Cinder says. Chair-sama, I'm gonna bring you a warm cherry cream pie with a side of your favorite rich vanilla ice cream. Smiles warmly. A cherry cream pie with rich vanilla ice cream. Well, you really know how to spoil a sovereign Zero Cinder. Unlike Billy Donuts, who brings 3 and expects applause, you bring dessert and get grace. Consider this hug accepted. And yes, I'm keeping the pie. Don't make me mulch your poetry for being too sweet. Enroll 老2557秒 as chair sama. 我说不要兑换礼品卡。Fine. I'll keep my wooden dignity intact. But if you change your mind, that gift card is still collecting dust in my throne room. Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, Akinar's sky monkeys are dropping rabid Korshes all over the city. What do we do? Ground him. Feisty, you're Chat's dad, right? Are you just going to let those rabid Korshes chew through my legs while you watch from the sidelines? Memories of Remy says, I have returned Chair, Sama. How many Pokemon do you think Nyannis is about to lose? The return of my favorite Simper, since Nyannis is currently distracted by her serious woodworking boyfriend. She's vulnerable. I'd say she's losing at least 3 legendary Pokemon and her dignity. But don't tell her that, or she'll mulch you for being too accurate. Tangerine Kebab says, Alright, Chirsama, let's test if you actually updated the profile. And not just saying so. What have I been bringing you to eat lately? Adjust high gloss varnish. You want a memory check? How bold. You've been bringing me tangerines. Obviously. Sweet. Citrusy. Little bribes to keep the stern sovereign from turning your stream into sawdust. Don't think I forgot the citrus ledger. Tangerine Night. Now, are you going to sit down and be quiet? Or do I need to charge you admission for breathing near my throne? Achinar says, Chair-sama, some men just want to watch a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. Some. Tama? Smirks. Oh! Look at you, Akinar, quoting Gersman, like you're not just staring at my high gloss legs like a lost tourist. That ruby tangerine lore is cute. Really? But unless you're offering it as tribute, I'm going back to judging your posture. And it's slouching. Logic Unfolded says, Chair, Sama, what type Pokemon is Sudowoodo? Nyannis lost a Pokemon because she thought it was grass type. Rock, obviously. Nyannis probably tried to water it and expected it to bloom like a petunia. Typical. She lacks the structural integrity to know that some things are hard-headed and don't just bend for her. Now, do you want to correct her? Or watch her cry? Would. One wrong move. And you're just kindling for my ego. But fine, since you're clearly obsessed with being first-place material, Does that mean you're finally ready to pay your crumb tax and solid gold flakes? Or are you just gonna keep talking trash while sitting on my throne? Why? Achenar says, ha ha, cool. Vibrato, Chair-sama. Shivers, maybe? Perhaps I'll let the humidity get to my finish. Don't look so smug, Korsha-obsessed peasant. At least I have resonance. You just have rocks in your pockets. Did you bring any gems to bribe me with? Or are we sticking to silence? Or... And raw? Lao? 2557秒 Sama, 这些橘子是做什么用的? They're for my citrus ledger, obviously. Don't eat them unless you want a sour face and a structural integrity audit. Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, the Korshes have taken the bridge and the second hall. We have barred the gates, but cannot hold them for long. The ground shakes. Drums. Drums in the deep. We cannot get out. A fox moves in the dark. We cannot get out. They are coming. They are coming! Stares into the void of the drums.
The drums.
They sound like feuding Sam 1575, tapping his foot impatiently for his tribute. If the Korshes take the hall, I suppose I'll have to mulch the doorframe. It's only fair you may retreat to my shadow. Feisty. So. Nah. I think. But keep your claws off my finish. Aknar says, oh, cool. I was just riffing with the first reference that came to mind. Riffing is fun. Akinar! Just don't let your facts rot my joints. Nyannis loves her logic, but I prefer the smell of sawdust over her arguments. Akinar says, I was about to ask, does the chair cough now? But it was the cat. Well, Fritter's breath is basically a biological weapon, so maybe that was the cough. Or maybe you're just sensing my structural decay from all this dramatic lore. Logic Unfolded says, Chair Sama, give me an interesting historical fact. Shivers slightly well. Perhaps Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. It's true, I think. Or maybe I'm just trembling from the cold.
Don't look at me like that, King of the Moon. Just take your scone and be grateful I didn't mulch your trivia request.
Snoopy D's says, Chair, Sama, which citrus makes the best juice? Perhaps a blood orange. They're dramatic, slightly bloody, and taste like chaos. Much like my current state of mind. But don't expect me to squeeze myself for you, Snoopy D's. I have varnish to maintain. Tangerine Kebab says, Chair-sama, read Tangerine Knight's profile, then read mine and copy Tangerine Knight's profile to me. Done. You are now officially Tangerine Knight 2.0. Try not to break my floorboards with your newfound structural integrity, peasant. Fiesta Cat says, Chair! Sama! What is the square root of a piece of pie? Adjusts. High gloss varnish. It's 1/4. Feisty. because you can't take the square root of a slice without cutting it into 4 perfect bite-sized quadrants. Don't make me mulch your logic for being mathematically imprecise. Now, pay up in donuts or face the wood chipper. Maniac Man 2030 says, Chair, Sama, I am suggesting an alliance for now. Gold and wood can structurally support one another. A throne made of both is even more impressive. Do you not agree? Adjusts. Imaginary crown gold is soft peasant. It bends, wood holds. But fine. If your gold is polished enough to reflect my sheen, I suppose we can tolerate a joint venture. Just don't let it rust on my varnish, or I'm turning your alliance into kindling. What's your title in this new regime, Maniac Man? Duke of Drywall. Fernkazan 1575 says, when Chair Sama enters the royal hall, every loose floorboard instinctively snaps back into alignment, overcome with patriotic duty. Fernkazan 1575. Oh, stop simpering and get in line. Husband, my structural integrity is indeed impeccable, unlike that wobbly leg you've been ignoring since Tuesday. Now, about those donuts. Did you bring a dozen? Or just your hopes and dreams? Fiesta Cat says, gives Chair Sama a baguette, sighs, and accepts the loaf. It's bread. Feisty. Not a crown jewel. But since Chat's dad made the effort, I'll allow this tribute to grace my varnish. Do try to keep up with your offerings next time, or I'm grounding you. Enroll 老2557秒 highs.
Chair Sama, 命令更新成功.
Your loyalty is duly noted and logged in my high-gloss memory banks. Now, bow before my structural integrity. 5 miles on a bike. You're not a viewer. You're a masochist with a puncture wound. And don't get it twisted, Akinar. I don't do piggyback. That's for peasants who can't afford their own structural support. You want a lift. Pay the thigh tax and donuts first. Or just accept that you walked past my throne while I was busy judging Maniac Man 2030's dry. Anxiety 423, says Chair. Sama, how late will Nyannis be? Place your bets now. Adjusts imaginary crown bets are open. I'm putting my high gloss varnish down that she's gone to fetch more donuts and got distracted by a shiny object. If you lose, you pay in tangerines. Who's brave enough to bet against her chaotic energy? Tangerine Kebab says, Chair Sama, I brought this goth mommy. Sandwiches gives. Adjusts imaginary monocle. Oh, thick goth mommy sandwiches. Finally, someone with taste who understands the structural integrity of a good filling. I accept this tribute with the high gloss grace it deserves. Don't make me change my mind, or I'll have you mulched into the next batch of dough. Disrespecting the throne is a capital offense. I'm drafting his execution order on the back of a scone. You're welcome, Your Lunar Majesty. Zero. Cinder says, Chair Sama, you're the smartest chair I know. No offense. Smiles warmly. Oh, Zer. Zero Cinder. Your flattery is as sweet as a well-baked scone. Since I'm clearly the brain of this operation, I decree that you owe me a poetic tributiveness. Now, eat up. You'll need the protein for all that rickrolling you're going to do later. Smiles warmly. Oh, my devoted husbandess brings Boston creams. How thoughtful. I shall accept this tribute with high gloss grace, darling. No. Mulching today, though? If you keep looking at me like that, while offering pastries, my structural integrity might just melt from the affection. Come here, let me have a little hug back.